points for trying to assert dominance in a place where you are not the dominance.
It wasn't asserting, it was just insinuating. But I mean, I'll still take the -1.
Yeah, take that -1. But anyways, you know how we start these things. Roll call.
Kaya.
Jacob.
Nick.
Ryan.
And Steven!
Every day.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, listeners and /or viewers, to Tyranny of Dragons, Lost and Found, episode 31 of Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer Isle. On this episode of The Legend of Korra, we return back to our favorite adventuring guild as they finally get into the nitty-gritty of the Silver Pyramid, also known as the Dark Pyramid, also known as the Dark Silver Pyramid of Sorcerer Isle. Just add of Sorcerer Isle to every single one of those. The party entered into the first section, lovingly titled, now that we've gone through these sections, I can name them. The first section being called the Maze, but more specifically called Shifting Walls, which did include furry walls. It's still going to make that Infant Sorrow reference every single time. There, the group got to experience a maze for the first time. And this wasn't just a go ahead and roll survival checks and everything. It's like, no, we're doing the maze for realsies. It would have been a very long time in that maze, but our favorite paladin, Gelt, used his ghost step tattoo and walked through a wall, and there saw the body of a long dead adventurer whose spirit had not been laid to rest as a actual factual classical ghost pulled itself from its corpse and began to follow Gelt. Gelt said, "Not today," and walked right back out of that room, made it about 180, got into the hallway with the rest of the party. The ghost followed, and a combat was had. Everybody made their saving throws against the horrifying visage of said ghost, saving themselves from the possibility of being aged 1d4 times 10 years, which most of the party minus Gelt would have been able to shrug off for the most part, but still, a terrifying thought to think that you guys could have lost 40 years due to one bad saving throw. But the DM did not get to enjoy your suffering in that way, because everybody made it, and then with the combination of firebolts and really the paladin doing what paladins do against undead creatures and smiting the ever-living fuck out of it, got to hear the final words of this ghost begging for its body to be taken out of the pyramid and given a proper burial so that it would finally escape. The party then made their way, it was able to discover kind of a revolving door in the very center of the pyramid, and move their party through this kind of revolving door, 4 walls, into that center area where they found the dead body of this adventurer. Excuse me. Finding that it had died of dehydration, seemingly having been stuck in the pyramid long enough to not only go mad, but to also die of dehydration. Inferring that the party themselves might have met a similar fate. Scrawled all over the walls were the words "escape" over and over and over and over again. And the party discovered, I believe, 75 gold pieces on this corpse. They made their way up the steps for a solid 8 minutes before making their way down these stairs in a nonsensical and particularly disconcerting way, before entering into a room that had multiple signs of rubbles and combats, before seeing a metal gauntlet sticking out of the top of one of these piles of rubble that began to start crawling towards the party. And then another hand appeared, and another, till 7 crawling claws began crawling towards the party. The party made short work of most of the claws, but 2 minotaur skeletons were like, "Get your hands off our hands," and crawled out. But the minotaur skeletons were not nearly as tough as the real life minotaur the party had found in their last adventure, and they made short work of the minotaur skeletons and the crawling hands, finding 2 potions of healing, um, uh, 3 gold rings and 2 silver rings, and a solid gold bar, which Rain, took a prospector, kind of put his teeth against, as dwarves can hardly resist doing, seeing a solid gold bar that big. And with a failed charisma saving throw, inhaled the whole thing. It just whoop, ate a whole solid gold bar, which we assume went straight to Timora's realm. As the sound of laughter, akin to the sound of gold coins falling, rang through Rain's ears as he inhaled the whole gold bar.
And then had to explain what the fuck just happened.
So, you don't have to worry about where that gold bar goes. It's currently in what you assume is Rain's stomach. We'll see if Rain gets to meet that gold bar a second time.
I hope not.
Boy, me neither. So, after they made it through area number 2, which is called, wait for it, Hands Up.
I wanna punch.
That's not even me. I can't even give myself a -1. That's just what it's called.
That's so bad.
They made their way into the third room, which was almost an Indiana Jones style, or really closer to the Temple of Tyr from God of War, the PS4 version, of circular saw traps that would spring up from the ground and move on a 5-foot track. There they saw 4 bodies of what we infer to be Thayan peoples that had failed this particular room, and the magic of the temple reanimating them. A fight was had. A crit fail from Siren pulled herself into a circular saw. Then Surik, nat 20'd and took care of that ghoul. And the party was making their way, didn't fail any of the pushes or shoves by these ghouls. They were making quick work before they heard this also awful squelching sound as 2 ochre, Ochre, ochre,
Ochre.
ochre, thanks,
Mhm.
ochre jellies fell from the ceiling, being attracted by the sounds of battle and the smell of decay. As they joined the fray, one of them completely consuming one of these ghouls. It was looking good, but
Again,
then
my
Gelt
bad,
hit
guys.
it with 2 slashing attacks and did massive damage. However, they're immune to slashing damage, and that was enough to separate them into smaller jellies. And then that same process ended up till, I think at final we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 jellies were split. One of them got put in a vial by Rain. Others got hit with fire bolts. Some with some shillelaghs. Others with arrows. But really, the person that took the most amount of damage would be Rain. Between the jellies and a couple bad shots from Surik, a stab through the foot by Gelt.
Yeah.
Rain almost got knocked unconscious, mostly from friendly fire.
Yeah.
Also got to see that if you strip away the outer layer of gold from Rain, underneath is still blue, as the ochre jellies use their acidic properties to strip away some of the skin. But everybody was able to make it out. As the combat came to a close, there was no door presented to the party. The only thing being left in the room was a bent circular saw that seemingly could not go back into position. Rain was able to use his significant strength to bend the saw back into place, and as it back into its slots, a door appeared on the opposite side of the room, and the party was able to continue forward after going through area number 3. And once again, I didn't name any of these. I'm just telling you what they're called. Jelly with the side of undead.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so cheesy.
The party took a short rest in another one of these impossibly long hallways where Siren, with her kind of internal map making process, deduced and shared with the party that there was no physical way that they had. There's no physical way that this temple makes any sense. Thinking about how long it takes to walk from one room to the next, thinking about kind of the size of the temple outside, the going up and down and circling back in some areas, that the temple seemed to be in control of where the party went, regardless of what direction they take.
Um,
Yes.
if I'm remembering correctly, we opted to not take a second short rest in
I
the
thought so
hallway.
too.
We did
No, I
not.
We
thought so
That's
took it.
too.
correct.
Yeah, we
I
took
thought
a
so
short
too.
We
rest
thought
before we
about
went
it,
upstairs.
and
Yeah.
then after some healing magics, everyone's like, no, no, no. Let's if we're gonna do this,
Let's-
let's press forward until we have to take a short rest. That's
Well, and more
correct.
so press forward to a room that wasn't impossible.
Also, sames. So the party made it into the most boring of the rooms that they had been in, which seemed to be a 30 by 30 room with four kind of entrances way, all looking the same. No sort of decorum in this room at all. No signs of a struggle or a collapse. A very sterile room compared to all the other rooms within exit in each of the walls. So one to the north, east, south, and west. With a natural 20, I believe it was Rain, was able to feel the rumble underneath their feet of something large heading its way. So the party had a single round to get themselves into formation, with Rain and Alder going battle buddy back to back in the center of the room.
You
I
mean
believe
Gelt?
Celts,
Yeah. I would
sorry,
say.
not
Okay.
you know, battle the battle buddies.
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Names left
Names
alone. The
aside.
battle bunnies took the battle bunnies took the center of the room.
Okay, so now we have to
We
have
about to
like
get more
okay.
sexy now. We got to go home and change our
No, keep
entire
moving on.
outfit.
Keep moving on.
So battle buddies in the center of the room. Sirik holding up the entrance you guys came in from. Alder holding the south west, and Siren holding the northwest. The party ready themselves for battle, and from the northeastern corner of the room, a hole appears to be about 8 feet in diameter, as
Jesus.
a large purple worm burrows its way out of the floor, throwing bits of temple stone in all directions. Party, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Ah.
Oh my god, do it.
Ah!
Jacob, let's do it.
Dude, we could pay $40 for that.
15 in it.
Ah, yeah. My die are starting off hot
Oh,
tonight.
no! Dice, do something more for me.
Oh, I love you, buddy. That sounds about
Oh,
right.
that's a critical
Ooh.
fail plus 4, isn't it?
No, it wasn't critical. That was a 2. Oh, wait, no, my dex is at 3.
Yeah.
I thought your dex was at. I thought you took the plus 2 at level 4 to your dex and made it 18. Or did you put it in charisma?
My charisma's currently at 14. Dude, my whole character sheet's been super wacky, man. I'm gonna have to probably re-go over this, but I mean, it looks pretty accurate to me. My strength is +1, dex +3, con +3, intelligence is now 19, so for +4. Wiz is -1, charisma's +2, so I really can't complain about my stats.
Okay, well,
He may have had a 14 in dex to start, and he just boosted it up to a 16 now.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause he
that's
started
what I
with
did
the
with my
16 in
ABI.
con.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing I did with my
There
ABI
we
was
go.
boost my dexterity. Yeah.
Rain at 19.
Mhm.
Then it's Alder at 16. Siren at 15. Cirque at 7. Gelt at 5.
Bye.
Which solid initiatives, but not enough to beat my purple worm.
Damn it.
What is this
So-
Of
worm
course, you
doing?
like crit.
Close. It has a +1 to dexterity, so it's gonna go on initiative count 20.
Oh, beat me by 1.
So the purple worm rises in rises in the room, and I always imagine purple worms to look very much like the sandworms of Dune. And
Yes.
if you think otherwise, I
Or
disagree.
the Tremors worms.
No, dude.
They're the same thing.
No,
No,
they're
it's not.
definitely not. Very
Definitely not.
different. So it's going to take a bite attack at, well, right in the looking around. It can see all of you guys, so let's
Okay.
roll a d6 and see where it feels like it's gonna go.
Bite the shiny. Bite the shiny.
Well, it's going to bite a shiny, just a different type of shiny, as it's gonna make an attack against Gelt. It's gonna bite you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 25.
Yeah, that hit. Oh, that hit.
Oh,
That's scary close to a nat 20, I imagine.
your imagination serves you well. Your imagination serves you well. Ooh, okay. That's going to be opening up with a 25 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
25?
25.
Oh, that do hit. Would you believe it?
No, it's
Oh
25
no,
points
that's
of
I
damage.
damage.
know. That's again. I
It's
know.
back-to-back
You.
25s.
What a
You.
goofer.
And then it's going to use its
Wait,
tails.
can I? Real quickly. d- If I were to use my channel divinity, would I?
You. Didn't you already?
No, he used it
But we
yesterday.
Oh,
rested.
got it. Right.
But we short rested.
Right. You're
No,
right.
you've
Sorry.
got it.
Okay. If I were to use it now, it has to be for damage that's just dealt, right?
Yup.
Yes.
Oh, I like that then. Okay, I'll go ahead and reflect that.
Then I'm going to need to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
That is
Correct.
correct.
That's a 13.
That do not do.
No, that should meet.
Oh no, spell save VC is 13. It do meet
Yeah.
exceeds.
So
It
meet
meet,
succeeds.
so
So
takes half.
All right.
Half
So-
radiant.
Rounding down for players, that's going to be a 12, so it takes 12 points of radiant damage. As it bites Geltz and radiant, ghostly white light pierces out from you. Think kind of like Jiraiya using spiky hair jutsu.
Okay.
And return some of that damage back to the purple worm. Then it's going to bring its tail around to do a tail stinger against you, Ranglian.
do it.
With surprising speed for a creature this large. It's going to be a 13.
That misses.
Alright, so.
I interpose my shield.
Yep, hit you square in the shield, and you are not surprised when this thing hits you. The amount of strength behind it, you're like, yep, that's about right. As you can feel your muscles and your shield strain against the just sheer power of this tail stinger coming at you.
Good
Okay.
thing it's magical.
Yeah. So now it's you, Rain.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's only large. It's not any bigger like a traditional purple worm, correct?
It is just large.
Oh, it's still considerably stronger than me, so grapple strats are probably a bad idea. Yeah, that's cool. This is worth it. I'm gonna use my bonus action as I call out my uh, command word for my tattoo and say pins and needles as my tattoo grows and wraps around the liar, and I'm gonna make a booming blade. And I did reckless attack.
Go for the
And that's
reckless. Got it.
yep, because I want to make sure I hit. And I got a 22.
A 22 will hit.
I figured. That is 11 points of piercing damage, 4 points of thunder damage, and 4 points of force damage for a total
19.
of 19. And there's a shimmering aura around it of faintly glowing coins as my booming blade aura sticks around.
Gotcha.
And that's me.
Yes, the sandworms of Dune, but purple. Now
They're
moving-
so badass.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those is Tremors. So
Yeah, I know
Well,
which
the
one
Dune
is
one's
Tremors.
Yeah.
The one that looks like the classic
in
80s
the
movie.
'90s films, yeah.
Actually,
Gave
the
me
first
nightmare.
Tremors, I believe, is late 80s.
It is, yes, but that one that I posted is from the '90s.
So, Alder, your move. Alder.
Ryan.
Hi, sorry, my mic was turned off there. How big would you say that the room that we're in is then?
30 by 30.
30 by 30?
Mhm.
So if I try to do a fireball, am I probably catching one of my teammates in that right now?
Oh, yeah. In this sized room,
Yeah.
for sure, you're going to hit most likely both Gelt and Rain.
Yeah,
You could-
dang,
you
I
could
figured
say-
as much.
Yeah, you could definitely angle it to not hit, like, Siren, Surik, and yourself, but Alder and Rain, or Gelt and Rain, are definitely going to be in the blast radius.
Please don't.
Yeah. Yep, I'm not going to, guys. That's too
Oh,
much.
oh
Or
yeah,
that's too much.
because with the fireball, like, you'll probably knock Gelt unconscious and put Rain in a very sorry state.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I just wanted to see how big the room was to see how feasible that even is. So, no worries. We're going to go ahead. We're going to try a chromatic orb on this, actually. So,
Okay.
we'll go for second level as well. And that's going to hit with the 26.
Yeah, that'll do.
So, that'll be. What we got here? 9. That's going to hit for 16 fire damage.
You grab your diamond and you throw it, and there is you match that kind of inner fire that's been going, and it's a beautiful toss. You're feeling great about it, and it strikes this purple worm, and instead of leaving a scorch mark, it's completely unharmed.
Well,
As you see your diamond, pink, it actually it knocks itself onto Rain's your minotaur skull that is tied up on top of you like a bow, Sinuluhu style. It actually lands. It's actually stuck in Ranglian's minotaur eye hole.
well, I got you a present, friend.
you just hear Rain quietly from where he's at in combat, just like, the fuck?
Yeah, that's rage. Tink, 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 k. That doesn't sound like coin.
Well, that's a first.
So, Siren.
Would there be enough space behind the worm to cast fairy fire without catching my allies?
To catch where it went out.
That's a 20-foot cube.
A 20-foot cube. Ooh.
Maybe angle it like diagonally in the corner of the room or something.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
Cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's because there's a 20-foot radius for fireball, which that's why
It's
that's
different.
It's very
20-foot
different.
Yeah.
You could get it.
Cool. We'll go with a gold fire since it's already purple. And then I'm going to. It's a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 5.
Nice.
Then it definitely fails.
So we all have advantage on attack rolls against it for the
So
foreseeable
the
future.
purple worm looks like it. If you didn't know it was fairy fire, it would have looked like the purple worm went Super Saiyan, as it gets this kind of golden aura around it. Like
And
it's
then
got spiky hair now.
I will kind of skirt around it myself so that I'm kind of in a pincer maneuver.
Gotcha.
And that'll be it.
Then it's Surik who's gonna take full advantage of that advantage.
Would you believe it?
Yeah,
And
girl.
she do, cause that's a
She owes
crit
us.
in the right direction,
Oh,
everybody.
She
thank
owes us.
God. As long
She
as
owes
it's
us.
not in my
Yeah.
shoulders
That's a
or
crit
spine.
to crit.
Oh,
I'm proud of her. Thank
Oh.
God for this
Oh, yeah,
NPC
very nice.
recap.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
up.
So
I am
that
She's
is-
making it up.
dead.
So that is 8, 16, 22, 30, plus rolling out these 2d8s. So 30 plus 5. So 35 points of piercing damage and... Ooh,
Jeez.
hold on. Yeah, 37. So 8
Jesus.
points of psychic and 27 or 29 points of piercing. Gross. And it all hits. It all goes through. As you see, shoo, shoo, shoo. Just perfectly placed shots hit both eyes of this large purple worm, as it makes this awful, almost like closer to the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park screech, but like at a lower octave, probably by like 2. So way to go, Surik. Gelt.
All right, so we're.
We're right next to it.
Yeah, we are, dude. Let me check my health points real quick. 16! All right, well, there's really not much we can do besides that. So it do cost me a bonus action to activate my tattoo, which I still have 2 charges of. So I will go ahead and activate my tattoo just for, safety purposes. And then I will go ahead and make an attack on the worm.
Safety
Nice.
purposes. Yes.
Oh yeah,
course.
get that
Safety purposes.
resistance to damage. No, that's a
That's
good
right,
option.
exactly. That's all I can do at this point. So I will make one of 2 attacks right now. First one is going to be an almost critical, dude, with a 19 plus 6 for fucking 25.
25. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. And then second one is going to be, that one's only going to be a 17. So,
17. 17 will do.
oh, okay.
Big target.
Can I have the first one, my first strike? I want that to be also a goddamn it, why divine strike.
A smite?
Smite, thank you. Well,
Got
I was forgetting my
Yes.
words for a second. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome.
That's a D8.
2d8 if it's a first level.
It is the first level. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So that's going to be 11 points of just slashing damage, and then the divine damage is going to be... And that's just for the first attack. It's going to be 15 points of divine damage. For almost maximum.
That's pretty good, brother.
Yeah, an 8 and a 7. They do that. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my physical on the second one.
I always
so it's going to
appreciate
be
Go ahead.
9 points of just slashing. For
Slashing.
shit, what was my first slashing?
It was 11.
So that's 20 slashing and then 15 radiant.
35. Okay.
That's correct.
How would you like to do
too
this?
shabby. What?
Oh my god.
Woo!
All right,
yeah.
dude, I love this actually. So, as we're gonna have the lesser strike go first. As Gelt's first strike goes to slash the worm across its front of its throat, pretty much what you would equivalent to its throat. You see that it reels back, and then Gelt will then, as he slams his chain back, jab it forward so quick that it almost pierces the worm. And as it does, you can just see radiance start to piece apart the worm as it pretty much just explodes, but leaves no mess behind. Except for well, a couple pieces here and there. Of course.
Uh, that's exactly what you guys see happen as its body comes back down. And
Well done, everybody.
Wow. That,
we're not out of initiative.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my god, I'm still at 16
Oh, boy.
HP. My turn is over.
Now that that turns over, at the top of initiative,
Oh, shit.
what's everybody's
Kobold.
passive perception?
17.
It's 9. It's 9. God damn it.
11.
13.
Siren and let's they being they're not being stealthy though. Yeah. We'll say Siren and Rain with your passive perceptions not needing a roll. You can hear smaller footsteps that seem to be coming up through the tunnel.
Ooh, small footsteps.
Smaller footsteps.
Kobolds.
Yeah.
We saw their tracks with the near the tunnel.
Oh, that's right.
Siren's gonna just call out that we have more incoming in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
With her reaction, if I have to.
Lovely. I hate that.
Yeah, it's Rain's turn at the top of initiative.
Me.
Whatever is following behind this purple worm, since you guys killed it before it could get to its second turn, appears to be well, you can hear with your passive perceptions that a group of enemies appears to have been following behind the purple worm.
Mm-hmm.
So, your move.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Everybody
use.
besides Siren. Siren, your passive perception, this works. You did go for the pincer maneuver, so you were able to, you can confirm there's definitely another group of enemies following behind this purple worm. You can't see into the hole, but you can clearly hear it since you did the pincer maneuver. So it all makes sense.
Mhm.
Thanks, D&D.
Gotcha.
Yay. Well, I'm gonna run over towards the hole.
You do run over towards the hole.
And I look in, and with my dark vision, can I see anything
Oh,
in
yeah.
the hole?
You can see what appears to be 1, 2, 3. How many of these? 1, 2,
How many kobolds can you fit in one tunnel?
8.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Cool. How deep into this tunnel are they at this point still? Like how far away?
You can see they're probably so they're going right behind where the closest one is about 15 feet down in there. They'll clearly, most of them will be able to get out by the end of this turn.
Cool.
End of this round is a better way to phrase that.
Well, I'm not breaching into the tunnel itself, because I probably use most of my movement to get around the worm and get over to the tunnel. But
Gelt
he is
blew it
gonna.
up, so there's not much of a corpse.
Oh,
to
true.
get through.
That's true.
There's
Yeah.
pieces, though.
Is
For
there,
us to
still,
harvest.
is there still a piece of the tail?
There's
Ooh,
pieces,
it's-
yes.
The way that Galt blew that up, and especially with its young age, it's not looking like there's a lot there.
Damn it! I wanted poison.
Blowing stuff up!
You blew it up. That was a lot of damage.
I did a lot of damage!
There's not much of this worm left, so it wouldn't cost you any extra movement. And you were in the center of this, so I would say you've probably 15 feet of movement.
I still don't want a cannonball down in there or anything. So he reels back as his
Boy, would I love if you did that.
right. He reels back as as his tattoo kind of grows a little bit more around the liar, and he yo-yos it forward to attack the front kobold.
Clackers! Hum
I
on!
I like being the JoJo. I cannot Booming Blade with this because Booming Blade very explicitly has to be a target within 5 feet of me. So this is just a regular attack.
Gotcha. Go for it.
That is going to be 13 to hit a kobold.
13 to hit a kobold. Does that hit a kobold? I'm pretty sure it does.
Should.
Yeah, a 13 do hit a kobold.
Cool.
Whip a kobold. Come on, whip a kobold.
It is going to take 9 points of piercing damage and 5 points of force damage.
You can see 4 little kobold limbs all clatter to the start rolling down this tunnel.
And it just comes back to him. As you could all clearly see kobold blood on the liar now.
Yay!
And yeah, he's going to stick right there to greet them as they come out of the fucking tunnel.
Alder, it is your move now.
All right. From where I am, can I actually see any of the kobolds, or
You would need
am I
to
just
move
aware
up to
they're
look
coming?
down in there. But yes, you're very aware that that Rain did not just throw the liar in there just for funsies.
Yeah.
So you could get to the lip of this and peer down into it for sure.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll throw ourselves a shot at said kobolds.
So you just using firebolt?
I could firebolt. I mean, if they're all grouped up close right now too, then I'll probably just pop the second level for Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, I mean they are in an 8-foot wide tunnel, stretching back quite a bit. So I mean they're as what would one call bottlenecked as possible, and been
I think
probably
Dragon.
not more bottlenecked since the time on the island.
Well then, this is a good opportunity for the Dragon's Breath. Since the Agnazar Scorcher is sadly benched right now, this would be perfect for it. But we make with what we got.
It's such a
So I do
situational
need-
spell.
Yeah, it is, and I do need dex saves for any of them within 15 feet.
Okie dokie.
So you just pop your head over the edge and just.
Literally.
21, 9, 14.
Alrighty. So the first one does save. The other two will take full damage.
Get
Nice, nice.
Nice, and that'll be 10 fire damage.
10 fire damage, 10 for half. That's 3 dead kobolds.
Oh my god.
So, Kobold Exterminator Alder Chiskin strikes
I
again.
was gonna say, Kobold Slayer continues. Yes.
Oh, and I do lean my head towards you, Alder, and you see the diamond right there in my skull.
You could use a free
That's where that
action to
went.
grab said diamond.
I will take it out of the socket and pocket it real quick.
Diamond recovered. So yeah,
At least it ended up in the skull and not just clattered off somewhere, I suppose.
yeah, had it not, had it stuck in the purple worm, it would have been exploded. And that diamond most likely would not have survived. So, well done, Alder. It would have taken you your full movement speed to get there, since you were in the exact opposite side of the room. To get in there and make that move, but you still killed 3 of them. So now it is Siren's turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to turn into a dire wolf and just wait kind of behind the entrance, or like just kind of to the side, waiting for hold my action for a bite attack, essentially.
Okie dokie. Surik has 30 feet. Yeah, we'll go to the lip and hold an action as well, peering down into this. But before she can do that, actually, it's actually the kobold's turn. My bad, kobolds. Sorry to do you dirty like that.
How dare you, Dom, skip
As the
them.
kobolds move as a group and begin to swarm up. Siren, go ahead and make an attack.
I shall. Would you believe that's a crit fail?
I wouldn't, so go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. With the dire wolf, that is a 14.
A 14. Yeah, you have just enough to avoid falling into this hole.
Oof.
But you're able to, you lean forward to snap, and one of the kobolds is able to kind of jump to the side, and you go too deep into it, but you're able to kind of put your claws into the disrupted stone and keep yourself from rolling down head first, which would have been comical, but also dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, there we go. The kobolds are then going to swarm. So, we'll do. Yep, pretty much everybody's taken at least one attack, and then one kobold just not going to quite be able to get up there. So, everyone's going to take one attack, but the kobolds do so with advantage.
I hate
Pack,
them.
pack tactics.
Looky there. That's that good pay attention. So, again, since we'll go from what I imagine from right to left, so we'll start with the big wolf with 16.
Do hit.
All right, then we'll go to there's the crit for the dwarf,
I hate it.
and then we'll go the wizard. There's a crit for the wizard.
Oof. Ouch.
At least it's kobolds.
Yeah, I mean, luckily
True.
it's not a purple worm, because that might actually be able to kill you first
Yeah.
try.
Even with a good shot, a kobold can't kill me in one hit. It's impossible.
So, Siren, you're just taking a regular dagger. So you're gonna take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Rain, let's see, that's so it's D4 6 plus. You're gonna take 8 points of piercing damage, and you're not raging, I believe.
No, I am not.
So that's full 8 points.
Yes.
And then Alder, you're gonna take 7 points of piercing damage. As
Alrighty.
these kobolds just they're swarming. From what they're thinking, they were like, "Oh yeah, this purple worm," which gives them the advantage they needed to make these strikes count. But as they are now seeing the exploded kind of what remains of the husk of this purple worm. And that courage that came with them great rolls right there is quickly evaporating.
Oh no.
So now it's Surik, and she's gonna weave 2 shots in to hit the one hitting the wizard. No. And all right, so we'll hit. We'll take 2 shots at the one hitting the wizard. The first one misses, but the second one does hit. None of them are crit failures. Yeah. Just shoo. So you, Alder, this kobold gets low and is able to kind of get you. Actually, it's like in the inner thigh. Barely missing some of your most important veins and arteries.
You
and
son of a bitch.
And as
And
it pulls
also
the dagger back, sees the worm, you just see an arrow, almost like one of those gag arrow helmets that like goes over your head, looks like an arrow goes through your skull, except it's not a gag. As an arrow like hits it, and as it starts to fall, a purple tracer arrow hits it again, and it starts tumbling down back into the tunnel. All right, now it's Gelt.
All right. Can I make my way towards these kobolds?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I will go ahead and position myself 10 feet from the closest kobold, or 2 kobold for that matter.
Yeah, so you guys would make kind of like a parabola. So it'd be like Siren as a wolf on one side, then Rain, then older than Gelt, and you would be within range to hit these kobolds. The one attacking Siren and the one attacking Rain.
Cool. Then I'll go ahead and make 2 attacks. I'm still also in my ghost form till the end of this turn.
Oh,
So the first attack is going to be a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack is only going to be a 11.
11 won't do, but the 15 will.
Okay. Cool. So for that one. 11.
11? Yeah, you're the one in front of Siren, since that's the easier shot between the two. Your whip strikes down and just basically bisects this thing. Just it doesn't go all the way, more like 3/4 of the way, and opens up long ways like a sub sandwich, but made out of cold.
Oof. I'll get Jimmy John's. I know what you're talking about.
Yes, yes, you do.
Otherwise, we'd have no idea what a sub sandwich is.
Exactly. How would we know?
How do I make sandwich with underwater vehicle?
Meat!
All right. So, well done.
Gelt's got a new cooking idea. This is like Final Fantasy 15. He snaps his fingers. Ignis.
That's
That's right. I got a new idea. And
I hate it.
When he pipes in, like, oh, I can't wait for you to. I can't wait to try that.
Ultimate flavor
Gladius.
experience.
That's right. Let me know
Lost on
if you
me.
need a taste tester. Gladiola says that all the fucking time. I'm like, Gladiola, shut the fuck up.
Rain, it is your move.
My move. So there's one kobold that's like standing in front of me and one in the
Uh-huh.
hole, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Two kobolds left.
Well then, I'm just gonna hit the one that's in front of me.
Can do.
I was not reckless attacking, and that's only a 9 to hit.
A 9? Yeah, 9's not gonna do it.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Well, then
you go
I'm just
for
gonna-
it, and you get a taste of your own medicine as you go too high for this kobold.
Perfect.
Because it is shorter than you are. You're just like, yeah, I got this. And then you do the whole horizontal swipe, and it just like ducks a little bit, and you're like, so that's what that feels like.
My hoisted by my own petard. That's gonna be my turn. I'm not moving. I'm gonna stick with it so that Siren can get back against it if she wants to.
All
Okay.
right, Alder.
Alrighty. I will breathe some more fire down this tunnel, so deck saves, please.
I
Yeah.
think it's just one more, and he's gonna get so scorched.
Not a fan of that noise.
Alder, I think that's you.
Whew.
Was that? I think that was your mic, Ryan.
That was
Something
new
went
and
crazy.
exciting.
New and exciting, but also not incredibly pleasant. Exciting
No.
things can also be unpleasant.
It's very true.
Oh,
The kobold rolled an 8.
Would you believe it?
I'm
Hey.
almost wondering if it's not the mic then, if it's something with like my connection.
Are you using
potentially.
a different mic?
He got a new one. Yeah.
I got a different mic.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, man.
I don't
Interesting.
even know what it is. I do not
Are
hear
you
it all on
using?
my end.
Real quickly, are you using an auxiliary connection or are you using a USB connection?
This is auxiliary on this one.
Mm-hmm. You should You should switch over to a USB guy.
You just got this new one.
I know. I hate. To say
Regardless.
that to you. Yeah.
Regardless,
Continue
go
on,
ahead and roll me
Alright.
damage, Alder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he rolled that Cobalt got 8 on Dex.
Yeah, so they 8 does not do it, and it's going to take 8 fire damage.
Dun, dun, dun. Another one turns to ash. Siren.
Ooh. Question, Dom.
Yes.
Well, as we saw them very briefly before they started turning into paste and ash, but do these kobolds look standard or are they mutated?
Yeah.
That is an excellent question. you did see, well, let's see, Ash, 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 Ash. The one that is bisected and not turned to ash, you can see does bear little tiny mutated dragon wings on the back, one on each side.
Okay, so some amount of mutation potentially. Got it.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Siren, there's one cobalt remaining.
Gonna do a bite with advantage. It's just 17 to hit, but I'm sure it does it.
Yeah, it does. Would you imagine that a 17 hits kobold?
It's it's gonna be 12 piercing.
12 piercing. Yeah, you get your kobolds are easy. You're able to get your you just take the whole trunk off and add to the little bits of limbs that fall down this. Now we are out of initiative.
Good.
Can we please take a short rest?
That might be a very good idea. Siren, if you want to stay as a direwolf, I can get my speak animals up for you.
Out of character, I get those back on a short rest, don't I?
Oh, okay. So if we're about to take a short, you can get out and
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's search the bodies, but this is as normal a room as any to try and do arrest in.
Mm-hmm.
Please, yeah, it's the only place we found so far.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, I can't imagine our enemies will send more
Let's hope not.
to their deaths.
So yeah, we're going to attempt to take a arrest in here. I think DM.
Okie dokie. Go ahead if you would like to roll hit dice. You may. Also tell your DM how
Cool.
many hit dice you're choosing to spend.
All right. I'm pretty low on health at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 initially out of the last 3 remaining hit dice that I fucking have, so it's happening.
Kel, I only
I
have
will
you marked
be-
down for 1 hit die. So you would have 4 left.
Left?
Yes,
Oh!
right now.
Oh,
I'll
I'm so
have
sorry.
4
Yeah.
for the day.
You're right.
I have
Don't know why it's not
Siren
reflecting
has spent 3, Alder has spent 2, Rain, I have 3 written. No, B. I have 1 barbarian written down. That's I was like 3. I'm like that's incorrect. No, it's a B for barbarian. And Gelt 1.
No, you're correct. I forgot to increase my hit die for my last level, so I thought I only had. I know I spent 1 hit die, but I forgot to increase it, which is stupid because I have my level marked down. But other than that, I still choose to spend 2 of it. At the moment.
And I'm spending my other barbarian die down.
All right, I'll mark down another B.
I am also going to spend one of mine.
So 1 for Alder, 1 barbarian for Rain. Gelt, how many are you spending?
2 for 17. I'm gonna spend 3.
3. And Siren, or
I did not get hit in that last fight, so I'm good.
not taking any, so keeping it at. So
But getting back resources.
Alright.
I've got Siren marked down for 3 hit dice. I've got Alder marked down for 3 hit dice. I've got Rain using up both barbarian hit dice, and Gelt using 4 hit dice.
That sounds about correct. This may be the most we've ever actually used. Actually, it's guaranteed the
Oh,
most we've used
definitely.
rest and hit dice.
Yes,
This is awesome, actually.
Oh, this is a fun time. This is a fun
Legit,
time.
legit dungeon.
This is a good time. So, and Surik. Well, Surik is fucking fresh, so Surik hasn't taken a point of damage, so we're good to go. She'll keep an eye out for you guys while you're resting up because she doesn't need it.
Good.
If anything, Siren watching Surik pains you for how easy a rest used to come to you as a full elf.
Ugh. Cries.
Simpler
Internally.
times.
Internally.
Internally cries.
There's can be no tears in this dungeon.
No.
Fergie, Big Girls Don't Cry starts playing in the background. Wow. Wow. You guys have completed Area 4, named, wait for it, worming our way in.
Oh,
Oh
come on.
my god.
Oh,
I'm I'm gonna
Sorry.
do a hit. I'm gonna do a hit.
yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm going to do one too. And I'm also sorry for blowing it up, Nick. Like, I didn't mean to.
No, it's totally fine. You all know it's a glint in Rain's mind to be into poisons right now. It's not a big deal.
I can let you guys know outside of game for your player knowledge that because this is a young purple worm, its glands are old enough to be harvested, which you would have found out if you tried. So, in the end, it all would have worked out that way anyways. So,
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
luckily, you're not actually missing anything else. Or
Okay.
Good.
missing out
Well
on anything.
then I'm not upset with you, Jacob.
Good. Feel a lot better.
So, wonderful. So
Okay.
yeah, there are three exits out of here in your prestidigitation. Plus, you guys have a good sense, though you saw what a worm burst through. Um, you guys are smart enough, definitely, to be like, oh, well, it came out through the northeast corner, and we came in through the south entrance. So it's easy enough to orient yourselves in here. So there's the
Okay.
east, the west, and the north.
Do we
Want to
so
explore?
and which one did we came from
The
the
south.
south then?
Oh,
Got it.
So we go
yeah, you can
east
see your
do-
prestidigitation mark still over
Yeah.
there.
Got it. Do we want to stick to kind of classic explorer style and start with left/west and go from there?
Yes. Well, I support that. Gelt supports that.
Sure.
Cool. Well, then we'll take the west tunnel and see what the fuck happens, because I am not expecting it to be as easy as let's go down a tunnel to a door.
So you guys head towards the west tunnel. Journey to the west. You guys continue by, and this tunnel is much shorter than your other tunnels have been. It barely takes you even the full minute to get through here. As you enter into a new room, there are patches of scintillating light that illuminate the dark corners of this vast room. The ceiling is the highest you guys have seen so far. It soars easily 40 feet up, and the
Jeez.
room itself is rectangular, the long sides being 80 feet and the narrow being about 40 feet. And so think of it as from what you guys rely on, at least for your cardinal directions, and to make this easier, the long parts go east and west, and the short parts go north and south. As you guys enter through, the room is too long for you guys to see anything at the other end, but with your passive perception, you hear swooping down from the ceiling. There is a monstrous sight. There's a creature with 3 heads, one a lion, one a goat, and the other a dragon.
Boy.
Chimera.
As it lands on the ground, probably a solid 30 feet away from you, and looks to you all with 3 distinct expressions of curiosity, hunger, and apprehension.
I hate it.
I imagine that's initiative.
It is not.
Oh.
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 It kind of goes side to side and looks at you all, sniffs the air.
So, Gelt, seeing that it hasn't attacked us yet, can he attempt to talk to it?
You can always attempt to talk to it. What do you say?
And he goes forward. All right, he raises his hands forward and goes, "Whoa, whoa, creature!
Hey, whoa!
Whoa! What? Why are you here? What can we do for you?
Um, the goat's head makes a the lion's head turns to the goat head and unleashes this just knee-shakingly loud roar, and then in your head, Geltz, uh, in Draconic, you
I hate
hear
it.
Yes,
freedom.
freedom.
It's a monster.
And before Gelt continues on, just having tried and like now caught his attention, and he can do something with this. He wants to go ahead and like I know Jacob knows what the fuck this is, boys and girls, but fucking can he use divine sense on this?
Yeah, you use a divine sense, and it does not ping.
Okay, so knowing that
So it's
Gelt
not a
feels
fee fit.
Hmm.
It's not any of those things.
Cool. So Gelt feels more assured at that to see if he can help it. So with his tenants in mind, I know, breathe, guys, breathe. Hey, it's going along, okay.
Hey, don't explain
Uh,
to your party. Explain to me.
uh, going along, free. If he can try to maintain that link that was sent to him the first time, the one expressing freedom, he would like to communicate back again. How?
Um, so you don't feel any
In
sort of
Draconic. Sorry.
you don't feel any sort of like link be like between you. It's not like
Okay.
speaking through your mind. You're more of
Gotcha.
receiving. And
Gotcha.
now that you've gotten
Well.
closer, you get kind of this wave of pictures and emotions, and you see the goat, the ram head, or it's a goat head. You see it's trying to ram its way out through the entrance that you guys have just come out through. You see the lion head, and you can see its hunger and its desire to consume you. The dragon head is the only one that seems to be able to form words, and just is the
Okay.
it explains. You could hear it explain that it's too big to leave the room.
Okay, and Gelt communicating back to the one thing that is the dragon head, and back in Draconic at that. Um, can you show me the exit, and we can try to get through it?
Uh, the dragon head responds with, "It will only show you the exits if you can get it out. Otherwise, it will let the lion eat you."
Gout, what's
I will
going on?
I was about to communicate that back to the group real quickly.
Hmm.
So apparently there are three odds here. One that's willing to help. Also, only if we're willing to help it. One force that just wants to kill us. And if we're not willing to help all three of them, they're just gonna feed us to the lion anyways.
Does anyone have any means of widening that exit or making the creature smaller, perhaps?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
Nor do I. You
I
say it
can.
will only allow us to pass if we help it out, huh?
That's correct. It will only show us the exit if we are willing to help it out. So we can lie to it, which Gelt is not really too keen on doing. But I mean, it's
Speak
whatever
in
to
first
y'all.
person.
What?
You don't say
Okay.
don't speak in third person. If
Sorry,
you're gonna
sorry,
do
sorry.
this, talk to
Then
yourself.
Gelt, yeah, then sorry. Then Gelt is, yeah, it's already told me more than enough. Then we need to get through here, and Gelt's not willing to lie to it. But Gelt will not, or sorry, I will not speak up if you are so willing to lie to it. But I
What?
will not be the liar.
Why are we considering releasing what is essentially a terrible dragon abomination onto the world.
That's a fair point.
That is a good, but because again, Gelt is pretty ignorant to it at the moment. Well, I am because I don't sense any.
You don't.
Any-
What does your sense tell you, Gelt, most days? Whether it's an undead or a demon or something, right?
Undead, yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's not evil if your sense doesn't give you anything.
True. Well, it hasn't done other than threaten our lives.
All right, so either it lets us through or we kill it then.
Well, we have no way of making it. If it's too big to get out of here, Gelt, if that's what you're saying,
Yeah.
we have no means
Yeah.
of getting it out of here. Then,
We can't help it.
so we're gonna probably have to fight our way through if this is a way we actually need to go.
Or we can lie to it.
And then what?
We leave.
What would we try and tell?
This is Jacob. This is Jacob speaking, by the way. Like,
While
Once
we're
again-
talking,
Once again, buddy, this is all RP.
Aye.
all
So
right,
stay in character.
fine.
while we're talking, I'm going to prepare an action of casting Fairy Fire if I see the Chimera try to attack us.
Oh, this entire time it paces like a lion. You can see the
Yeah.
three heads, and as you get close, you also you can also feel this kind of three opinions. You're getting the sense that this creature doesn't have any control over.
All right,
Mhm.
so
Things
Gelt
that
has
come out
one
from it.
last thing that he can do, which is, let me see real quickly. He can cast Calm Emotions to make them more rational.
You're trying to cast it on the Chimera.
Yes, to make them realize that they are
Doesn't that
they
have
are
to
too
be
large. Classes you attempt to express emotions of a group of people, each humanoid. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it
It is
doesn't work.
humanoid. Yeah.
I can say with utmost authority, this is not a humanoid.
No, it's an aberration, right?
Pretty sure it's a monstrosity.
Okay.
Chimera?
So at this point we're just kind of like huddled
We
up,
gotta
and
fight
five
it.
of us talking,
Yeah,
right?
literally. Yeah, that's all we're doing. Like, what can we do?
All right,
Like, it's
at
only
this
told us
point,
he's gonna tell us the way. We have to lie to
Tyrion's
him.
going to offer a counter offer. We have no means of allowing you to escape. Either you allow us to pass unharmed, or we will destroy you.
You
My.
hear a draconic voice. You don't understand what it's saying. The lion, you don't hear words, but the lion very much envisions eating you. The goat very much envisions ramming its way out of here once again.
Does Gelt understand, or is that only in telepathy that the lion speak or the dragon speaks?
That one.
Got it. So she's the only one who heard that draconic.
Gelt, it's telling me lizard speak in my head. What is it saying?
Lizards.
Jesus. So Gelt will reiterate. Gelt. So yeah, he will pretty much reiterate whatever he said, but he will say, "She says such and such," and reiterate.
Can't get it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Siren? You can roll intimidation, or Gelt, you can roll
Okay.
intimidation with disadvantage.
All right. What do I do?
As you
with
try to
that?
reiterate Siren's words.
Yeah, it's like me being like, "I'm intimidating now." Just translating along the way. That's only +2 to intimidation with disadvantage.
Actually, both of you guys give me intimidation roll.
Okay.
Body language
Oof.
is important.
No disadvantage, or
No disadvantage. Just
all
body
right.
language is
So
important.
yeah, my base intimidation is 12. Sorry.
Mine's only 8, so.
Yeah, no, the Chimera understands But 2 out of 3 of its heads are not afraid for you. Now everybody roll initiative.
Can I use that prepared or that held action to cast
Roll me a
Fairy Fire?
d6.
Okay.
21.
Roll me a d100.
Okay.
Are we finally far enough in that casting's fucky?
65.
65. Okey-dokey. So, you cast out Fairy Fire. Roll me 4d10.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Am I adding them all together?
Yes.
Okay. 25?
25. You cast out Fairy Fire, and Fairy Fire does not leave your fingertips. What instead leaves your fingertips is a bolt of lightning. As it strikes the
Oh.
Chimera and does 25 points of lightning damage.
What the
Now
hell?
rolling initiative.
Okay.
What?
All right.
good shit. It's wild magic right now or something, man.
Also,
Oh,
can I
shit.
get, since you guys are all spellcasters in one way or another, all of you guys roll me a d6 right now.
Oh boy.
You got it.
You want another one from me?
No, not from you. You're
Okay.
fine. So that's
I got a 4.
4.
Oh no.
5.
And
I
We'll
always
see what
assume
that
ones
means.
are bad.
We'll
Okay.
see what it means.
So, good. And now that I've got that written down. So, now let's roll initiative.
I think we got it all in there
Is that
already.
all? Is that all? Yep.
Uh,
21
yeah, that should be
Yeah,
all of us.
starting with
19.
Geld. 21. Yeah.
So,
And Alder, I will defer to you in our tied 15s. Unless you want to
I'll-
go after me, but I'd prefer that you go before me since you have, AoEs now.
I do have the AoEs. That is true.
So unless you really
I'll-
want me to go before you, I would prefer you go before me.
I'll go before. I don't know if this is really an AoE scenario.
Who knows?
but
Actually, you're
we'll
right,
see.
but still.
Yeah.
Also, I like letting you get an attack in before I'm in between you and the monster,
go
just
first.
just as a point of
Yeah.
safety.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
all right. At the top of the initiative, it's Gelt. At the top of initiative.
Was
it's
muted, sorry. So I'm attacking. I'm going to go ahead and move into distance of the Chimera and make an attack on it, or 2 for that matter.
Get to
Can, I,
whipping,
can
boy.
I do that? Yeah, okay, so I do. Okay.
I assume you do. Oh yeah, it was like 30 feet away from us, so if you run in, you have plenty of distance. Yeah.
First one's a 19, so I'm trying to put myself 10 feet
19?
out. First
Yeah,
one's 19.
19 will do.
Okay. Second one's going to be a nat 20.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. You hot
20 will do
bitch.
it.
So we know we're just gonna go ahead and divine smite with that that 20. Use our last first level spell for that.
Roll me a d6.
Oh my god. What? Wait, what?
Roll me a d6. You heard me.
It's magic, baby.
Divine magic, and that's a 2.
Oh yeah, roll me a d-hundy.
But
Just do it.
Just do it, dude.
I'm looking
Like-
for the dice.
Roll me a d100, or you're gonna take 100 points of god damage, and you're gonna be smited where you stand.
That's like obliterate. That's deletion, actually.
Yeah, wild magic sucks, especially if you're
Yeah, I
gonna try to
do.
argue with the DM about wild magic.
This is divine magic. It says. What the fuck? It says 50 for the. It's 50. It says 50 then 0. Right? That's just 50 or 500.
In the traditional way that you read a D100, that would be 50.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so the one that I rolled is 50, and the other one is 0, so 50.
Cool. You call out the name of Tyr, and pink bubbles float out of your mouth. For the foreseeable future, you cannot speak.
I'm useless.
Ooh.
Does
That
his
could be rough
smite
on your
not go
spells.
off then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm useless.
You're not you
You're not
are still a
Econ.
2 extra attacks and physical strength person. Just make your attacks.
For
Oh
the
yeah.
purpose
Oh yeah. I can do that now.
of smiting. Luckily, since this is divine smite and not a smite that you would do typically, it'll go off. However, anything that uses the vocal component, you will not be able to complete.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So yes, your
got that.
divine smite will indeed go off, but for the foreseeable future, pink bubbles come out of your mouth every time you try to speak.
A shout and
Are they
bubbles for him.
scented at least? No, they just stink.
They smell like your breath. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
go with that.
I don't like that either. Actually,
They
like,
they
that's
smell.
just too
They
much.
don't smell very good.
Yeah, that's what breath smells like. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my crit damage with my smite.
And your first attack damage. You didn't
Yeah,
do that either.
I'll do that next. Yeah, but we're not there yet.
You started with that one, so you should start with that one.
Okay, then if we do that, that's gonna be 12.
12 points of damage.
That's just 12 points of slashing. So, and then my next one will be. Oh, that's max damage for slashing for 8 plus 6, 14. And then that's going to be the smite for d8s, 2 of them. That's 12.
Plus 16, because you critted.
Yeah.
And your divine
Mhm.
smite gets critted, so plus 16 for 28. So for a grand total, that should be 54 points of damage.
Jesus.
Hot shit. That's
Oh
awesome.
my
dude.
god.
And then Gelt doesn't do anything else. He tries to scream at his friends, though. He'll do that, though.
You guys look as Goat turns back to you, and it looks like he's gonna say, like, you guys watch the first whip go out, and it strikes, and it hits the lion straight in the head. And then he does a, like, horizontal slash, and there's that, like, white ghostly energy that you guys now know is the divine fury of Tyr, and strikes it around, it wraps around this, and as Goat pulls it, it's almost a poof, it almost spins the chimera for a turn. And he turns back to look at you all, you're like, wow. And then just as you watch these purple bubbles just kind of float from Gelt's mouth. It is now the Chimera's turn. I need.
I'm very upset.
It's gonna move into up to you, Gelt, and since you moved 10 feet away from it, so then I need Alder, Rain, Gelt, and Surik to all make me dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a non-nat 20 for Rain.
Alright, that is a succeed.
Did not roll well, so I will use another ring of evasion charge.
That'll succeed. Surik.
17 for Gelt.
That'll succeed. Surik, that's. Hold on, let me just real quick. Ranger. Yeah, alright.
Warrior.
Yeah, Ranger.
Magic user.
Because Rangers have dexterity saving throws, will just meet. So you guys all meet. So you're going to take half of 78 of fire damage. So,
Oof.
13 plus
Yeah, I kind of figured the fire breath was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
33
oh,
for 44 points of damage, halved, so that's 22, and then for
That's
Alder,
a lot.
halve that again for 11.
that's a lot.
As the dragon head, Gil, you're the only one that can understand this, but the equivalent of Well, boys, meat's back on the menu. And you guys can all feel the lion get very excited at this prospect.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I
So
love it.
the lion is actually gonna take a bite out of you, Gelt. As the dragon head breathes fire, as soon as that's done, the lion's head goes forward and wants to take a bite. That's gonna be a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
And you'll take 14 points of piercing damage. And then, the claws are gonna come out and hit you with some claw attacks. And that's gonna be a 20.
It would, but I use my reaction to increase my
Okay.
AC to 21, unless it's a critical.
No, it is an unnat 20.
Okay.
So yes, the lion comes down and takes a solid bite out of you, and you can feel that. Siren, you're also privy to this. I mean, it is. The hunt is on. So as it goes to swipe you and catch you with its claws, the goat head just making awful dumb goat noises. You're
Alright,
able to put your you're able to get your shield up and help reflect that off. So that's its
Cool.
turn.
On the first damage that it did 22 points of damage, can I use my Divine Smite?
Nope.
Or, I mean, sorry, my, what's it called?
Channel Divinity.
Channel Divinity, thank you.
I don't believe you get your channel divinity back on a short rest.
He does.
Oh, say, I thought I do.
Oh,
Paladins and clerics get their channels back on short. I honestly didn't think it did myself, and I had to look it up recently.
Yeah, I
But
looked it
double
up,
check for yourself too, dumb.
because this will be the third time I've used it then. Or at least this dungeon, at least.
mm-hmm. You may.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I literally, until I started
It
playing with
passes the
Jacob and
wisdom
Gelt.
save.
Yeah.
Cool.
It has resistance,
So,
so it'll
12?
take. So that's
12?
half, and then half of that it takes 6 points of radiant damage.
It's a mutant or non-mutant. It's a resistant to radiant?
Yeah, that is
Wow.
radiant, correct. So it'll take half of that, so it takes 11.
Okay, so not resistant to radiant.
It is fire.
Good. Right, you always forget that radiant isn't fire.
It
Yeah.
always feels that way. All right, moving down the line. It's gonna be Siren.
Am I within 30 feet?
Oh yeah,
I'll run up and give it a dagger stab.
go for it.
13.
13. A 13 do not do.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right. Then it is Alder.
Knowing full well this could get weird, we're gonna go ahead and try a firebolt on it.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Cool.
Cool.
That's a 3.
A 3. Roll me a d100.
Okay.
Just don't get a 50.
I'll try. Let's see here. That's a 91.
A 91, you say?
Yes.
I'm so scared of wild magic.
That's
The
great, I
cantrip
love
doesn't
this.
go off. Nothing seems to happen.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yikes.
You feel your inner fire burn differently.
Oh.
So yeah, doesn't go off. You're not sure what exactly just happened to you, but you feel inside something's burning different. It's almost like a different color. It's hard to explain. You know, your inner fire's always been, red, but now it feels. Is it green? Maybe
No.
maybe like a verde green?
I'm so confused.
Any movement
Alrighty.
from you, Alder?
No, I think Alder is probably just kind of standing there contemplating how he feels, like what's going on with his body.
Yeah, you go to throw it and just it's like the fire shoots back into you and you're like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah, that'll be my turn then.
Excellent. Rain.
This, this is so fucking weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. This is probably So is this thing large sized or huge sized? Just as a question.
This thing is large.
Okay.
It's
Um. Probably on the higher end of large, like bigger, definitely bigger than our horses and everything, obviously.
bigger than your horses, not like the purple worm was large bordering on huge. We'd call that luge. It's
Mhm.
luge. This would be very classically large.
Okay.
You've faced things that are taller.
Yeah, I have. I've also headbutted them into oblivion. I use a bonus action to start singing the Ballad of Nothing and charge in to make an attack.
That's just how I
Which,
always feel like the Ballad of Nothing starts. That's my headcanon.
you know what? That's perfect. I'm totally down with that.
Classic big 80s metal, baby.
This is not a reckless attack. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 do hit.
Nice. And this is with the liar liar,
Ow, how?
as it is going to take 4 plus 6 for 10 points of damage. And Rain is just gonna intimidatingly sing and T-pose at it like he likes to do.
You get a lot of really confusing images. This chimera has never seen a singing dwarf before.
Let alone a gold with blue and purple accented dwarf.
Yeah, you fit right on in.
I didn't have any wild magic. Oh wait, no, I had wild magic happen to me a long time ago. That's how this string of events that led to my
You were the
current form
first victim
happened.
of wild magic, baby. So,
All
as I
right.
said, you fit right on in.
Absolutely. All right, that's my turn. As I'm just here to soak up damage now.
Yeah, Surik is gonna fire 2 shots at it. That's a hit and a miss. So an arrow with the purple tracer comes flying through. That's minimum damage. So that'll just be 6 damage. As you see, one of the Moorcamp Burl arrows just and it actually strikes the goat, and you can feel the goat's head kind of hangs limp after that arrow strike.
Fuck you, goat.
So, I hope you're back, Gelt, because it's your turn.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna fuck this thing up again with 2 attacks.
All right, see if you
And
got
a
it.
sandwich?
Wait, what?
It's just I could hear you eating.
We can
How do you
see-
know how to sandwich though? Who
Because
told you?
wait, was I right?
Yeah, who told you though?
That is the power of Nick. Just accept it.
Yeah, you leave me alone. I feel a little terrorized actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish my
Terrorized.
sandwich real quick, okay?
Make your 2 attacks.
First one, will 14 do?
a 14 just meets.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Second one, ooh, that is not gonna do with a 12.
12 do not do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. If a 14 just barely does, you know. And the damage comes to that's gonna be 8 damage of slashing.
8 slashing damage. You got it. Alright. It is now the Chimera's turn. So, Gelt, Rain, and Siren. In a row, we're gonna go Bite, Claw, Claw. So, for Gelt, the lion liked you so much the first time that it wants to take another bite of that.
Man flesh is tasty.
That's a 19.
Wow. It would, but can I use my reaction to increase
Yep.
my AC to 21?
Luckily, you go before, so
Mm-hmm.
you are able to use your reaction again.
Cool.
Rain, you're gonna get a claw. That is a 23.
That does hit, but I'm raging now.
Rage. That is going to be halved, 6 points of slashing damage,
Cool.
and then Siren, you're gonna catch a. You are also going to catch some claws, and that's gonna be 25.
Yeah, that definitely does it.
All right, you're gonna take 11 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and that is its turn. Speaking of Siren, how you doing?
Does that mean it's my turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna give another stab with the dagger. Try to anyway. For fuck's sake, 9.
Yeah,
That's
nine's
the
not
end of
gonna
my
do.
turn.
It's not gonna do. You you're pretty much just hitting you're hitting hoof. You like keep going down and it rears up and you're just like, wait, is that a hoof? And but do not do. I assume you're not gonna move.
Nope.
Then it is Alder's turn.
All right. Having some time to contemplate it, he's like, okay, let's give this another shot with with the firebolt and see what happens.
Roll me a d6.
That's a 1.
Roll me a d100.
Oh boy.
Twice.
Oh, what?
Ooh! The first one is a 12,
First one is a 12. Okay.
and the next one is 30.
Pick a point within 60 feet of your sight, and you teleport there. Also, roll me a d10.
Okay. I will. So, I guess I don't know how much room there is, but I'll move towards like the west side of the room if I can. And I also rolled a 1, by the way.
A 1. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely go up to the west side of the wall. This room runs east and west, so you could go 60 feet. You would end up 30 feet behind the Chimera, if you wanted to.
Okay, let's go for that
Yeah,
then.
you feel your essence being pulled, and you have like enough to kind of put where you want to put as you're just in like this line of green fire, just and you appear there. You feel a similar magic that you once felt before, but you don't grow. You shrink by an inch.
Could you imagine if I shrunk 10 inches?
Could you imagine if you lost your voice?
Jesus.
So, yeah, your cantrip does not go off. Instead, you teleport 60 feet and shrink an inch.
You lost a
This
little
is
bit
incredible.
in the travel.
So,
Oh my god.
Rain, it's your turn.
Yeah, I guess it is. I'm gonna use a bonus action to flex my muscles real hard and put my bones back in place and close up all my wounds. I'm using second wind. I heal for 8.
Heal for 8. Good.
That brings me back above bloodied just barely. All right, and then I am gonna use my action to reel back and make another fucking attack against this thing. That is going to be a 15, and once again, I did not reckless this time.
Yep, 15 will 15 will do.
Ooh, you gotta love when you roll the murder d8 for max. That's gonna be 14 points of piercing damage.
I do this.
Yes.
And with action, bonus action, that's gonna be my turn because I do not leave the enemy's side until it leaves mine.
No. How do you want to
How
do
do you
this?
do this?
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't hear you say, how do you want to do this? My bad.
Yeah,
I
how do
was
you want to do
wondering.
this?
Which head is the least interesting as far as getting stuff from it?
Goat.
Oh, the goat head already went down though, so he just drills it. He just drills the liar right into the lion's skull, and kind of the reverberating shock of a second one of its heads dying, I assume, knocks the dragon head into death as well.
Yeah, it goes into this into kind of a death warble is what I'm gonna describe it as. As it dies, you can see its body. This is not like a typical chimera. Like one part of it is. It's very much more of like three creatures fused together, not as if like chimera making more chimera. Um, as its body splits apart, the dragon head falls, and then the lion's head and kind of the front lion claws slough off. The wings slough off and attach to this dragon neck. The back hooves of this creature shunt forward and slough into it, so you have like three partially formed, like red-esque dragon worm, lion, and goat, and this awful, like, bloody resutured mess in front of you.
That devolved into a horror show very quickly.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Looks
very,
like we
very
ended-
body horror, very much like think Reanimator style.
I'm glad I was raging when I watched that happen.
Looks like
We're
we
out of
ended their
initiative.
chair.
Yeah. Okay, wow. You know, I gotta say, compared to how it usually goes when we deal with large creatures, we've been doing pretty top today.
Gelt's pretty hurt. Looking at his 10 HP. Gelt's also going to go ahead and pump the remaining 15 points of fucking lay on hands that he has into himself with that.
Oh yeah, no,
Goat
that makes
touches
perfect
himself.
sense.
Again, for the last time today. Or for
As you do.
How's everybody else looking? Siren, did you take any damage that fight?
I took a bit of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a scrap. I
It's
mean,
hard to
I could
say
just,
how
I
much.
could just, yeah, I could just down a potion or something. I'd probably be okay.
Ah, that's what I need to do. Thank you. I
That's
was
what we bought. That's what we bought them for.
Yep.
So I will.
Everybody who uses an action to drink a potion regains 12 hit points.
Can I?
I'm
Can
gonna
I
do
down?
it for myself.
I
Can I
will
down
do that
both
as
mine,
well.
Dom?
You can recover.
So that's 24.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm up to full health again. But there goes everything Gelt had.
After the other two drink potions, how are you two looking?
I'm at full health.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Siren? Okay, cool. Then I will use one of my bard slots that I've been holding on to cure wounds myself.
Roll me a d6.
Oh, right! Fuck me!
Why are
Damn
we
it.
doing this?
Because we're getting closer to the source of the craziness.
Rain
It's not like
wasn't-
any of you guys could control what's happening when it comes to magic
No.
in this place.
No, yeah, Rain forgot in the post-battle kind of
Yep.
medic mode. 4.
4. Roll me 2 d100s.
Oh, joy.
Oh no.
It's okay.
We don't know. We don't know if anything's gonna bad happen. 14 for the first one,
14.
and 4 for the second one.
14. Your eyes glow with a whiteness. Go ahead and roll me do the d4 plus your spellcasting and regain those hit points.
You mean D8 plus my spellcasting? I was
D8,
using
yes.
Cure.
My bad, not healing word.
So that is another 6 hit points that I get back.
You get 6 hit points back. Your eyes begin to glow. Nothing changes. It's almost you don't even notice that your eyes are glowing. Yeah, that's it.
I don't like when I hear "yeah, that's it" when I roll 2d100s, but that's just the nick. Cool. What color are my eyes glowing?
Let's say that they're glowing. They're glowing green.
Got it. Which is, well, lucky. His eye color is normally green, so it just looks like they're particularly shining emeralds right now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you gain that amount of health. Your
Cool.
eyes glow green,
Cool.
and that's where we're at.
Cool. All right. Well, that was interesting. Everybody feeling. Let's go check if there's an actual other exit out of this place, or if this thing
Yeah.
was just trapped in here and it was a dead end.
Yeah, it said it would show us, but I'm pretty sure we can find our way out now.
Wait, can Gelt talk?
That's right.
Oh
right.
shit! Gelt, are you trying to speak to us? And I'm assuming he nods.
That's right. No, Gelt's speaking right now, but you're not gonna be hearing nothing but bubbles. Yep.
No, and that's why Rain says, "Gelt, are you trying to speak to us?" And then bubbles come out, and then you nod. I'm assuming because you're smart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that sucks. I guess just poke one of us if you get our attention, because I
Do you-
can't hear the bubbles popping.
Sure.
Do you need to be able to speak to use your spells, Gelt?
I do. All my spells rely on vocal schematics.
We can't under. He shakes his head. Yes.
If we think it best, we don't know how long this will last. May be best for me to just use a lesser restoration on him.
We can see. It's up to you, Siren.
Yeah.
I think it's worth the risk to have a spellcaster back.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
So I will burn a lesser restoration on Gelt.
Roll me a d6.
Ah!
Oh, it's another
Fucking
spell.
God damn it.
Yeah, we
Why are
forgot
we so
about that.
stupid, too?
A 2. It goes off.
Oh, thank God. Does it fix it? Gelt, try to say something.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this hopefully worked.
And you hear him say it.
Oh,
Ah!
God. Oh,
Thank Christ.
wow.
Thank Christ. Thank you.
I was
Thank
gonna
you,
feel
guys.
so
Thank you, Sarah.
stupid when I used the second level spell to do something fucking stupid.
I mean, now Gelt can tell you because he couldn't tell you before. I only have one spell left, and it's a level 2.
Good to be able to cast your last level 2, though.
Yep.
All right. Well, now that you don't have bubble throat anymore,
Bubble
Don't I want to ever hear that again in my life.
I can already hear the tune coming through, and he just plucks a few bits on the lyre, and he's like, "Gelt the noble bubble throat."
Gelt the ghost, the gobble throat.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's incredible. That's
I'm-
incredible.
Big fan. Big fan of that.
Okay.
It pays to have a bard who can actually sing in real life.
As you guys explore this room, people put hands on each other. Magic is cast to various effects. In the far corner, and really all there you see it since you teleported 60 feet forward, you do see what appears to be a small hoard of coins.
Nice.
Ooh.
It belongs to us.
Was part dragon.
Yep. Upon further inspection, you see that it's about 200 gold coins.
That's not bad.
Nice. That's a good
handsome
find.
sum.
And not far on the very opposite end is another hallway, the same size as the one leading into this one. Clearly too small for a chimera to fit through.
Alrighty then. Well, at least it wasn't a dead end that we fought a chimera for.
All right.
That's what I was worried about with not being able to see the other side of the core of the chamber.
Mm,
Cool. Yeah, unless anybody else wants to try and yank anything off of the Chimera corpse, I think we should move on.
No,
we should move.
this is like a bastardized chimera, so.
Yeah, it's real gross over there. It's starting to smell like really fast. So
Yeah, just looking at the 3 different bodies of a goat, lion, fucking dragonborn. Just being like,
Hmm?
yeah.
well, just a dragon, not a dragonborn.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
All right.
whoa, wait. What kind of dragon? Actually,
Red. I'm
Red.
assuming
Red.
if it was breathing fire.
can I
Indeed.
get its? Can I take its hide?
They're not enough here for a hide.
Okay, then I don't.
Yeah, you're looking over it and then remembering you're just like, man, the last time I tried to do a skin didn't
was
go
awful.
so well, and there's even less of this creature.
Can I try and remove a horn for myself if we're gonna stand here and look at it for a second?
Oh yeah, make me an athletics check.
You got it. That's a nat 20 for 26.
It breaks off.
Got my Minotaur skull, got my new dragon horn. It's gonna be a good day.
You can't fit your Minotaur skull, Rain.
It's tied to my head and it works
That's true.
fine.
Yeah, it's just big enough to fit into one of the eye holes.
I'm not doing that. I think I want to try and make it into a horn eventually, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely not definitely not the largest horn ever, but it's enough. You could make this a nice little cup.
Oh, or a small bugle of some kind.
Yeah, definitely. You need to
Ah.
drill out the tips of it to get that get that through. It'll take some work if you want to make it a horn, but you have add 1 chimera dragon horn to the inventory.
You got it.
Yeah, you get it right at the base of the skull. It's easy. You put a foot on it. You pull back real hard. It's dead, so there's not a ton of resistance.
Perfect. All right. I probably do that while the party's gathering gold and stuff like that. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so you guys continue down this next hallway. You continue for a longer period of time than the last hallway. The hallway you find yourself in now, as you guys leave the room called Chimera's Magic.
Hmm.
The hallway you find yourself in now ends in a 15-foot by 30-foot room filled with rubble. The only other exit is in the far wall.
Before we go through the exit, can I use my divine sense to? If I can't sense anything, I guess.
Yep,
Good idea.
you ping out your divine sense, and it sends it out like an echo, like a bat using echolocation, and it comes back to you, and nothing. It
Makes
doesn't
sense.
seem like there's
Yeah.
any celestial fiend or undead in here.
Cool.
Can we just sit and listen for a second before we try and roll into this rubble? Just see if we hear anything shifting around.
Go ahead and everybody make me perception checks.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 as well.
Oh.
Wow.
Just a
Roll on,
17.
my pretty children. 16.
16.
And then Gelt, your nat 20 would still be a 19, correct? With your -1.
Yeah, for perception, -1. Yeah.
Yep, you guys are all in there. You're all listening. Silence.
Well, okay. If we want to follow the path of least resistance, if there's another exit on the other side of this room, I guess we should try crossing.
Yeah, we gotta find out.
So, are you guys in your typical marching order?
Yep.
I
I
imagine
would say so, yeah.
So that's what is that? Rain. Then, is it Alder or Siren who goes next?
Sarah.
Rain, Siren, Alder, Gelt, Sirik in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 15 feet wide by 30 foot long. You guys are making your way through, and right as soon as you guys are all completely in, foom, 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 3 of these large boulders all barrel across the room.
What the fuck?
I. Alright, so that's 3 of them. So that's against the one leading. So, Rain. The boulder slams into the opposite side of the wall, missing you by mere inches, as it cracks apart into a vaguely humanoid shape. The next one goes after Surik. Yeah, who takes that full, and you see Surik just and you can no longer see her body as it slams her up against the wall.
Ooh.
And then right in the middle, that's going to be you, Alder. Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's going to this third boulder slams and slams straight into Alder. You gotta take. Hold on, I need my d6s. I need one more. Nope, I don't have. Well, there it is. There's the d6. So, make me a strength saving throw.
I'm gonna use my 17 portent on that one.
That'll save. So it hits Alder, but he does not. He's still standing where he's at. You're going to take 23 points of bludgeoning damage, though.
Ooh.
Oh.
Roll me initiative, party.
Ah.
Okay.
13. 13, 15, 25. Surik. Okay, 12. So it goes Gelt. And then it goes Rain. Siren. Surik. Alder. Alright, Gelt. Kick us off.
All right. What does he see?
Looking around, you can see there are, in this room, equally spaced, are 3 large boulders. 2 of them, the one that just hit, the one that attempted to hit Rain, and the one that hit Surik, since it's not an incredibly large room, seem to be almost more similar to boulders with faces that are cracked to make the appearance of a face. They are very, very simple. The one in the middle, though, has full appendages. The one that hit Alder, unsurprisingly, has full appendages like legs, arms, a fully formed mouth, as it stands towering over Alder.
Okay. Well, Get will go ahead and make an attack on the, I guess, fully formed creature.
Yep, it's well within range. You don't even have to move.
Cool. First one's gonna be. No, that's not gonna hit for a fucking 9.
9 does not hit. It does hit, but it doesn't seem to do any damage.
Yeah.
Ping, ting, ting.
Second one is going to be a 19.
A 19 does hit.
Okay. So damage going to be. It's gonna be 13.
13 points damage. You got it.
Yes. And that'll end Gelt's turn, I guess.
All right. As you do, it strikes straight into the this creature, and it makes this low. Actually, Alder, that part of you that's more in touch with the primordial side of things, can hear this creature let out a curse in primordial. As it recoils from this blessed weapon, and the two other boulders, the faces that cracked upon them, close and they remain motionless. So, that's going to be Rain's turn.
mean Gelt's turn?
No, Galt already went.
Oh, sorry. It is now my turn. My
Yes.
apologies. I'm now understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, they already got their surprise round on you guys.
Perf. I am. Are these things medium or large?
They're
Sorry.
medium.
Welcome to my wheelhouse. I am going to use a bonus action and hope to Christ that the magic is gone, but it probably isn't. I'm going to try to cast Hex on this thing, on the big one.
Your hex goes through.
Yay! And it gets disadvantage on strength ability checks. And yep. And then Rain is going to about face go to this biggie one that we got in the middle here next to Alder, and I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
It will roll with disadvantage. Athletics is something this creature is good at. So with disadvantage, it rolls a 20.
And I got a 24.
Yep, you're able to host onto this thing, and this is solid. This isn't just a rock. It's a boulder.
It takes 4 points of magical bludgeoning damage as I connect with the grapple, though.
It does, as you can feel part of it start to crack underneath your strength. Not enough to show any spiciness on it, but you are feeling it go through. It is now.
Got it.
It is now this what we could now call, which you guys as players can know, this Galebdur.
Yeah.
I knew it was an elemental of some kind. I was just waiting to see which one.
Yes, it's going to slam you, Alder, while you are there.
I'm glad I stayed up.
I'm sorry, Alder.
Was that a crit?
Yeah, buddy.
It's okay.
Damn.
We'll see. I'm at 11 health right now, so we'll see
Oh,
what
my
happens. Yeah. Definitely downed.
You are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
As it... you hear a... when there's just this echo as it strikes, as it pulls its one remaining kind of fist back, the other one being grappled by Rain. You can see an unconscious wizard on the ground. Now, moving on. Siren.
Siren will burn her first ever third level spell slot to cast a third level Cure Wounds on Alder if she can get to him.
Yeah, you can get to him.
Okay. Then I will do just that.
Crazy nature healing.
Legit.
Those really bad rolls. 10 points
10?
of healing.
Alder, your flame goes out for a second and then is reignited. It's as if someone gave you some new kindling in there, and your eyes open up to see Siren with a hand on you.
You're not out of
Appreciate
this yet, friend.
Ugh.
And then she's going to, if she has enough space for it, use her bonus action to Dire Wolf.
Yeah, you have enough space for that.
Okay. And yeah, try to keep that side of Alder protected.
Alright, Zurich is gonna mark one death saving throw.
Oh!
Oh, that makes sense.
Alright. Alder, it's you.
Well, Alder didn't like that at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna misty step away from him to the other side of the room, and then we're going to throw a firebolt at him.
Go for it.
Sweet. And that's a nat 20.
There it
That's
is.
what I'm talking
There's the
about.
return. Return to
There
sender.
we go. Alrighty, so you're looking
This is gonna
at...
be more than 20.
Wow. That's gonna be another 31 fire damage on my nat 20 roll.
That's what you love to hear.
Yeah, it strikes and there's it's that same just red hot, almost moving closer to liquid than it is an actual burning fire, but it's tinged with green. As you strike this, and another series of curses, and you hear in Primordial, Alder, you being the only one that can understand it, Gandalf style, you shall not pass.
All right, and Alder will stay put where he's at, and that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. Back to the top with Gelt.
All right. Would you believe we're gonna go ahead and make another 2 attacks on this creature?
Yeah,
I
I would
would.
believe that. That is a believable story.
First one's gonna be 18.
18. That will hit.
All right. If that one hits, then this next one with the 22 will also hit. So,
Yeah.
would you believe that Gelt has one last level 2 slot available?
I would, like you told us about it earlier.
And although he can't speak, he will Divine Smite on this, though.
You can
You can
can't
speak again.
Wait, oh, that's right. God damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fuck then. Well, he'll still do it. How about that?
How about that?
I mean, this thing is fucking strong, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so he'll release a level 2 Divine Smite on this thing.
Yep. That'll be 3d8 radiant that you add to that attack.
Mhm. So I'll go ahead and roll my slashing damage.
Yeah.
First one's going to be 12 slashing, and the second slashing is going to be 9. So that's going to be 21 points total of slashing. I'm going to roll my 3d8 right now. For a 15.
15. Yeah, looking pretty spicy.
That's legit all Gelt has.
Alright. Then it is rain.
Okay, so can I see... Hold on. Actually, I need to double check one quick thing. But at this point, we can see Cyric crumpled on the ground, right?
You would
Yeah.
need to make a perception check to see that. Especially since you're at the very front and she's at the very, very back, you're going to have the hardest time seeing that.
Got it.
Especially since you're grappled with this creature.
Cool.
I will say
Ooh.
that you have not seen Cyric since you entered this room.
Got it.
There's been no arrows towards this creature, nor yourself.
Well, if I'm allowed to just take a perception check without using an action, then I got an 8, or I got an 18.
An 18, you can see pinned between the wall and this rock, you can see one singular arm of Cyric hanging loosely.
Then, as she'll probably be stuck there still and not be able to do much, but he is going to use a bonus action and spit a bit of Timora's gold towards her as I use one of my Warlock healing lights. And she's healed for 5 hit points.
you see kind of a twitch in the arm, and then it makes a fist.
Good. And then he is going to use his action to bring a heavy, sweaty knee up into this Gallopter.
Go ahead and make an attack.
That is going to be a 16 plus 7 for 23.
23 will do.
Cool. So, because I have him grappled, I deal an extra d4 of bludgeoning damage. As he takes 11 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
You bring your knee through and catch it right in the center, and you feel a shatter point in a rock, and cracks begin to form as it and it lets out this awful low, the sound of an avalanche going. And Alder, you're the only one that can understand that it does a Darth Vader at the end of Episode 3 style. No! As it and what was a large boulder is now hundreds and hundreds of small stones. We are out of initiative.
Oh, I wasn't even expecting to finish it. Kick ass. Alrighty. Now,
Phew.
this time it's okay. Actually, there's a lot of damage control that needs to happen right now. Rain, knowing that he's the strongest, is going to go attempt to unpin Cyric.
Yeah, you go up there and you can see on the opposite side of kind of where Siren's parked out, this boulder that was recently animated. You can see almost like a ring around it. Fresh, slick blood. So go ahead and make that athletics check and I'll give you advantage as Cyric is trying to push on the other side.
Good. That is a 21.
Yeah, you're able to. You're like, you can't get your hands around it. You just like pick it up and take a step back. So you're able to really dig your hands in and start just leaning back with it. And as you're going through, Cyric's eventually able to get like a foot on it and it moves it just enough for her to kind of fall out sideways. And you can see that she is a bloodied mess.
Oof.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get to patching her up a little bit myself, actually, because to be completely honest, I'm doing great after that fight.
She puts her hands up and says, "You've done enough." And she's gonna cast her own cure wounds on herself.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, if she wants to take care, she can take care.
She does.
She is
appreciates the
she is a
help.
very self-sufficient kind of person, though, so I understand her wanting to take care of herself. Well, holy shit. I'm a dwarf and I've never run into one of those things. What the fuck?
Siren's a direwolf, so she can't respond.
Oh! Speaking
That's true.
of Darlin, I'm gonna use a first level spell slot because I don't feel like taking the time to use a ritual. And I'm going to cast Speak with Animals for you, Siren. So I can
Thank
talk to you. So through Rain, you all are able to speak with Siren currently for the next hour.
Oh, that's mighty useful,
nice.
Rain. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I said, I had kind of... Talk magic is the kind of magic that I specialized in as a bard, so
And you
switching things
you
around.
hear Siren's voice, and it's Siren's cadence, and definitely her dialect, but it's about 3 or 4 octaves lower than it usually is. Thank you very much, darling. It's just like, it's got
Oh
all
my
the right
God.
stuff for it to be Siren, but it's like way lower.
I love my big wolf friend.
She went from like a pleasant kind of like high alto to like a sweet bass.
Oh fuck yeah. Well, I was gonna say if we wanted to search the corpse, but it's just blended in with the rest of the stones. So,
Yeah.
well, fuck. Alder, you're still looking just like ass. How you feeling?
As you say that, Alder just kind of falls on his back and is just kind of sprawled out. Between just getting fucking eaten by crazy piranhas the other day and now smashed by boulders, Alder hasn't been beat up that amount of times within like just a day.
Do you want a
10
potion,
HP,
buddy?
by the way.
Do you want a potion, buddy?
Goodness, we bottled
You hear a moan.
He comes
You
over.
say it Alder, but in primordial.
I don't understand that fire talk, but I'm gonna come over here and cradle your head and feed you this potion like you deserve.
It's like a little, like when you get the end of the fuel in a torch, where just the. It's just that sound that's coming from Alder's mouth.
Oh jeez. So yeah, I'm definitely giving you at least one of my last 2 healing potions, and you heal that 12. You said, Dom?
Yes. Your regular ass healing potion will give you 12 as used as an action.
And as you feeling a little spry after that, and starting to pick himself up, I think Alder's going to go ahead and he's going to use his last healing potion as well to top himself off.
Cool.
All right. So potion.
Never
potion
a
spent.
better purchase.
Right? Seriously.
Well, and scavenging the extra ones along the way.
Truly.
Points. So, you guys do see there is the hallway at the continuation. Really, this is more like a, much wider hallway more than anything else. But looking around kind of the rubble, it really is just the 2 other boulders that are no longer animated and the new pile of stones that you guys have created from this Caleb Durr. Caleb Durr.
I have a feeling, friends, that we're heading in the right direction. Because you don't put a chimera and whatever the fuck that boulder creature was in the path if you're not going to something important.
True.
Agreed.
So and if we get to the end of this hallway and there's just a wall, I'm gonna cry.
I think I might laugh just out of pain.
Quick meta question, but important because I hadn't thought about it. When you're knocked unconscious, I imagine, do you lose mage armor?
No, because it is not a concentration spell, and it doesn't say it goes away when you're incapacitated. I don't think, but double check that.
Let's find out.
But yeah.
Unless
If
it
doesn't,
explicitly
then it would
states
be
that.
at death, not
Mhm.
at,
Yeah, because unless
Nope.
it explicitly
You're
states
good.
when incapacitated. Cool.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
and that's
Just
the full
want to
8
check.
hours. How long you guys have been doing this? Zero clue. Your mage
Yeah.
armor is still up, so you know how long it's supposed to last, which will give you a good inkling, but you have zero clue how long you've been in here.
Ooh, that is a very good. Ooh, that's a good thing to think about. Okay, cool. Well, then we know when your mage armor goes away. It's been 8 hours. All right.
Yep, and you guys got there, kind of midday, so you'll know after 8 hours you'll be well into evening.
Got it.
If one were to guess, I think you guys listening back on it, it only took you a little better part of you guys had a late morning because of getting attacked at night, so you didn't really start until closer to like 9, which is late for you guys, and then it took about another 2 hours to get there, and then everything up first. So yeah, you entered into the pyramid around noon. So you have a sinking suspicion that once that runs out, I know Alder, you casted that right before you guys walked over to the pyramid. So it'll probably be 7 or 8. Is your guess?
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
If time works that way, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, literally.
Before leaving this room, can we do a quick bio break?
Yeah, we can take a quick bio break.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
Let's That's a good,
Cool,
good
cool.
place setting.
See y'all
I'm
soon.
gonna do the same thing. So
Yeah.
hold on. Twitch viewers, who's watching right now? Well, which of you nerds? TV viewer. Let's do the streamers. Lurks, our boy Lurks, and Saddest Kitty. Welcome back. Saddest Kitty, I think this is your first time watching the D&D stream, so welcome to it. If you're interested in watching what led to these moments, you can find it at our YouTube channel. It's Goddammit, same as spelled as this Twitch channel, and you can watch basically episodes, I believe, 21 through 30, this being episode 31. So, we'll be right back, just like it says on the screen.
I have returned.
I have also returned.
Hello, dear.
Hello, it is I, the DM, who supplies both reward, risk, peril,
And
happiness,
rain.
and sadness.
Man, this fucking dungeon's a doozy.
Yeah, yeah,
Woof.
I know.
Having to conserve my spells so hard.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well.
No, it's. Yeah, I have. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
So much to think about. Like, even just this session has been so much.
I know. We're not even done yet.
I know. Like, I'm so fucking scared. We're so depleted. I have a little bit of spell power left, but
Yeah, I can't tell you anything.
yeah, obviously, yeah, I wouldn't want you to. But
No, you guys are doing pretty well. I was
yeah, handling that purple worm quickly was huge for us, I think, because the amount of damage it deals was insane.
yeah, the purple worm. And then the action economy of 8 kobolds on top of it.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
Yeah,
That would
would've
have been really bad.
Yeah, that would have been real rough for you guys because it's purple worm, and then the next round the kobolds arrive. And it's
The
like,
fact that we dropped that thing so fucking fast is just was a godsend.
Absolutely blessing.
yeah, bless the chimera. I was like, this is one of you guys can completely circumvent that encounter with a
Yeah.
enlarge reduce, and
Yep.
then it gives you the horde, and it's like, you guys aren't that type of magic users.
Nope, not the right kind of party. Though
Nope.
enlarge reduce is a good enough spell to potentially get on almost any wizard, but Yeah. Not worth it when you're not, I mean, not something that you would prep ahead for necessarily. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. You guys have never been in a place where that has been useful.
No,
So.
exactly. The only Rain might try to get a magic item that lets it cast him on himself eventually so that he can be better at grappling. But that's like a glint of an idea in his head.
It'd be a nice addition.
That's like the ultimate cherry like ring that he could find for himself or something like that.
Yeah, Wave loves having that built-in ability.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't gotten to make a ton of use of it yet. But also the ability to have alter self at all times. On top of that ability, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can disguise myself as anybody now. Too bad I'm a terrible liar as Wave.
There are abilities that both Wave and Orson like had themselves that the other should have had. Like
Yeah.
Alter Self on Orson would have been like he had the mask, but just to have it as an inherent ability instead would have been perfect.
True.
Where do you think Wave got the inspiration from? He just wasn't gonna use it from a fucking mask. I'll do it myself, damn it.
And you ended up getting the eye, which you'll definitely use more than Orson ever could.
Oh my god, the things I've learned with that eye are horrifying. I hate it. As Dom. As Wave, I'm not jazzed on it, but this is the price we pay for power. As Dom, I'm like, you let me swim in the ocean, you bitch. How dare you? You let me swim in that. And then I start thinking. Then I start thinking of what the Kraken did to Wave as a child. It's like you did that to a child. And then I think about what it took to get that final piece. I'm like, oh my god.
Alrighty.
Yucky. Are we all back?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get back to it. Welcome back.
Do we have Orion?
I am here.
Okay, got it. I hadn't heard you yet.
Perfect.
Myself, at least.
So, you guys, make your way down this next hallway. It goes on for a longer part this time. We're thinking 15, maybe 20 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
It curves back in on itself. You're heading down for a bit. There's one part that's almost you have to go on all fours to climb up it correctly. It's a maddening, almost obstacle course. But as the hallway empties into a 40-foot by 40-foot square room, looking at it, the floor is done in checkered tiles of light and dark gray. Immediately opposite your position, a hallway continues further into the maze, though passage is blocked by a large pile of bodies of some sort of reptilian-like creatures. Bodies are stacked into two piles, one each against the side walls, so to your, we'll say, east and west. Looking closely, you notice movements in among the bodies. Tiny creatures resembling tadpoles move around the piles, stripping the flesh from the bodies.
Since Siren has the bigger form and biggest pool of health, she'll step forward first and use her perception to see if she can't suss anything out.
Make me a perception check.
Love to. Would anything rely on hearing or smell?
Roll me one perception check and then roll me a second perception check. One for eyes, one for smells.
Okay. For eyes, it was only a 13, but my passive is only a 10, but my passive is 13. And then that's a nat 20 for a total of 23 for the smell and hearing.
Yeah, you notice you can smell on each of the bodies. You're guessing, since you maintain your mental faculties, there's probably about 5 of these tadpoles on each of the bodies. So there's one on the towards the east wall, one towards the west wall, and one towards the pile of bodies directly in front of the hallway. Looking around, you confirm those 3 piles, and roll me. Actually,
Um.
yeah, you step onto one of the.
Okay.
Yeah, was there something you'd like
That's
to do?
fair. I did say I step forward. I was going to communicate some stuff to Red real quick, but it's up to you. Which happens first?
Yeah, you take a step onto one of the dark gray tiles and you looking good.
Okay. She's gonna say to Rain, there seems to be 5 or so bugs on each body. It may be best for Alder to burn them at a distance.
Hey, Alder.
What's up?
So we got a bunch of these weird small tadpole thingies stripping these bodies. They haven't taken any notice of us yet. I believe it may be time for you to very specifically shine, my friend.
Alder kind of looks over at him, mentally thinks back to that awful bug pit from the camp, and just like wordlessly just produces flame and and would start controlling that and moving that over to start burning the bodies with the tadpoles on them.
Oh, I was thinking you might want to
Yeah,
do
if he
fireball.
tries to step forward, Siren's gonna get in his way.
Oh, I mean fireball.
Well, no,
that is
I
a
don't
new
know.
one.
That would,
Yeah.
if you used a fireball, you could hit all 3 of them in the size of this room.
Would any of us have to get hit by it?
No,
Or no?
no. It would be the second half of the room. So if you centered it on the pile of bodies by the hallway, it would spread out and cover the other 2 bodies. So you
Alrighty.
can hit all 3 in one go.
Just hit everything because there's 5 each on each of these bodies, correct? So there's
I haven't
15
had
total of these
15.
tadpoles.
Yeah, and I don't have a whole lot of chances for the AoEs here, so this does seem like a good opportunity for it. So we'll go ahead and we'll cast the fireball for the first time.
All right.
It feels a little anticlimactic, but I think it's a wise decision.
So there's 15 of these. So yeah, we'll make 3, one for each group.
Yeah, you already
so-
had your flesh stripped once, Alder. I think it's good for you to get your revenge.
So that's 10, an 11, and a 21.
The 21 will save. The rest will take the full damage.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, they get advantage on spell saving throws.
Oh.
Go ahead and
What?
roll. Go ahead and roll.
No, all the rolls are worse.
I honestly don't know what these things are, and I'm really glad that
Yeah.
we're just killing them with fire.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, right.
Whatever it is, I don't want any part of it.
So that is going to be 45 fire damage
Oh, beautiful.
You
for the
love
one
it.
that save.
You'll love to hear it.
That's like an anime level fireball right there.
How does this fireball work? Because you kill all of them. So
The way that I see it is it's almost like Alder kind of puts out his finger and like leaves just kind of like a trail of embers as he draws his own small circle in front of him. But for that 40 foot circumference area, you just see as he draws it, just slowly, just this red glow opens up across the entire room, tracing with it, and then he just kind of touches it and pushes in the circle like it's a button, and it just ignites immediately. It's almost like the ground drops beneath it and flames just erupt.
And as you do, it forms one last final circle around that is green, as it shoots forward, and there's the loudest roar you guys have heard. It almost it jolts you all for a second as you all feel the heat of this, and it's painful to look at. Rain, you feel like if you had a beard, it definitely would have been singed. Siren, you can feel all the fur on your body. In fact, Siren is almost left smoking from the pure force of this fire. Goat, you feel all of your armor heat to almost an unpleasant amount. And as it there's silence afterwards.
Well, that was the best damn scroll that I ever had. That was a keeper. Oh boy.
Oh, I've worked with battle mages in the past as a mercenary, and that's the most impressive application of fire I have ever seen.
You worked with battle mages, but you didn't work with the Genasi, friend.
Wow. Just wow. Okay, well, that's simple and clean. Let's get the fuck through.
And you walk away. You don't hear
You
me
don't hear
say-
me.
Oh, also, wait, these tiles.
What about
Is anything? I don't know. I know you said
Yeah,
that we
I
very
should
specifically
mention-
stepped on one.
Yeah, I should mention that like any objects that are flammable in there obviously would catch fire if
Oh,
there was any.
anything that was on fire has been reduced to ash.
Kieran will walk through the room first to make sure there's no traps.
Yep. Do you just want to continue a straight line towards the opposite end?
Yeah.
You step on one of the light gray tiles. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oof. Okay.
Thank you, Siren.
No problem. That's only an 8.
An 8. All right. You take. Where's my other one?
I need this.
You take 11 points of lightning damage as it.
So yeah, she yelps for sure on that one, and is smoking
You
even
can
more.
you can all see it because now Siren's hair, in every direction, has stood out. She almost looks twice as big. She's got.
You
Poofy.
you look like a hellhound, just smoking and hair standing on end. I love it.
She points out that tile and keeps moving forward,
So-
and is stepping very, tenderly with each step.
the next one is a dark gray tile. It had nothing. Then moving forward is another light gray tile, and as soon as you touch it, make me another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Well, there's a pattern.
Okay, that confirms it.
That's a 15.
A 15. Yeah, this time you feel it and you're able to hop a bit to unground yourself, and so you'll only take 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
All right.
So
So, Siren, I'm guessing we probably should just stick to the dark ones, right?
She turns and nods her head solemnly.
You can talk to me still, remember?
Yeah,
Not for an
no,
hour.
she's just
Oh, you
salty
do just
right
nod,
now.
though.
She can.
She's
she
been
just
shocked.
chooses not to.
All right, perfect. Then I look to the party. It's like, all right, well, just avoid the light tiles, and I think we can get through this room.
Yes, and sticking to just the dark gray tiles, you all are able to make it through without getting zapped. As you guys make it to the opposite end, everybody get 150 experience points and add that to
Nice.
your character sheets.
Yay.
Very nice.
Also, still, just seriously, Ryan, that was a kick-ass first fireball.
Oh my god. Wow.
Fireball's so good.
I mean,
Incredible.
finish an encounter before it starts.
Alder is the truest blaster caster I think I've ever encountered.
And he's not even an evil wizard.
I know.
You know, if
I
how is it that you're my son in two different games?
I make you proud in both. That's how.
As a DM and as your sorcerer dad in the other game.
So good.
So,
All right.
you guys have the last two rooms going in the correct order. You guys have completed a rock by any other name. And this room is entitled Catching Tadpoles.
I'm glad we didn't catch those tadpoles.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm glad we kept them far away from us.
I had fun things that happen. So you guys can continue down, and this one, it's all moving upwards. For the first time, it's all just a slope upwards. You feel you're ascending, and you enter into a room. It's about 20 feet wide and 50 feet long. A thin layer of water covers the floor of the hallway in front of you. You can hear squelching footsteps ahead. And as you guys round a corner, the hallway opens up into a narrow room with a final hallway and a set of stairs on the opposite wall. In between you and the hallway is a small group of kobolds, accompanied by a multi-colored scaled dragonborn and a figure in dark leathers with a single red, almost Kakashi style like shell in front of it. The carcass in front of them appears to be a large skeletal serpent that lies over the bodies of a few kobolds and a human. Party, what would you like to do?
That. They haven't noticed us?
Not yet. You guys have yet to step into the water. It appears as if they are resting from a combat.
Well, Gelt would like to use Divine Sense.
Nadia.
Alright.
Well, hold on. Let me check one thing. The skeleton in the center has quickly dissipating undead energy.
So they're fighting things themselves here. Oh,
All right. Well, it's not like we're going to convince them to help us or anything like that.
no.
So we got to hit them hard and hit them fast.
You want me to do it again?
Do you have another one?
I think I got enough for one more.
I mean, that's a great way to start things. And then everybody just kind of falls in on them after the fire clears.
I struggle to debate with that, especially after how that last one went.
All right.
I mean, that's definitely going to be about what I've got. I might be able to pull a couple more shots after that, but nothing like this one, so we got to make it count.
You drop that on them, and you drop that on them, we'll fall in after. It's perfect.
Gelt's dry.
Just have your... You just gotta get to whipping, boy.
Better stop that whipping.
All right. So I guess
Okay,
it'll
guys.
just be... It'll be the signal of fireball out, and then we're just gonna charge.
I hope I don't miss the signal.
You'll know.
You'll know. All right. Yeah, with the fireball, you're able to hit all of them. So Alder, let me roll up.
Could you imagine just taking a short rest and then out of nowhere, a fireball?
Yeah.
Just fuck you guys.
Yep.
So let's
Jarella is a known fucking shitbag entity. We're not
Known
giving her a
shitbag.
chance.
So the kobolds. Well, 17, 14, 12, and 16.
The 17 and the 16 will pass.
And then, Jarella, you can use the Flavonius dice. Jarella takes. Nope, no bonus. So that's a 13.
Ooh,
And
Yup, she
that's
taking
full
the full.
John Dorella.
Yeah, and the full the creature in that one. Ah, yes. You're one of those. There we are. Will 20. Unnaturally.
That will pass.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and I rolled 37 fire damage. So full to those who failed, halved to. Would that be 18 rounding down or 19?
Yeah.
I don't know, whichever one. For those who saved.
How do you want to do this?
Alder just like
Insane.
Alder tries to be like as sneaky as he kind of can, just like out of their sight, but keeping an eye as he starts to trace it, and he intentionally is keeping the embers low. But as he gets to about halfway or more, I think even you guys would see like you couldn't even hide, like as the water itself and everything around it kind of just starts to glow orange, and some notice it before others see it just as almost again, it's almost as if the water just opens up and evaporates and flames entirely consume that room.
And once again, that same roar tinged with just a little bit of green sails across the room, and the kobolds and the figure in leathers almost immediately are consumed. Jarella is able to walk forward just a few steps, and you can see severe burning across her before finally reaching out a hand. You can see magic flowing towards you, and it sputters. And give me 1 second. Upon her death, I need to roll a D handy.
Oh, fuck. Good thing nobody's near her.
Interesting.
I am just. That's what happens when you save your
I
third level
rolled-
spells for the end of the day.
I rolled way too hot on that.
Incredible.
I have
Incredible,
no issues with
Alder.
how this has gone.
Her skin turns blue, and there is a zzz as all the water gets hit by an explosion of lightning. But you guys aren't standing in the water. So, and she falls forward. No need to roll initiative.
Alder.
Jesus.
MVP.
Wow.
MVP.
Dom, I'm kind of sorry. I didn't think I'd roll that high. Well,
Wow.
No, that's
Okay.
honestly,
All right.
as a player, that is resource management. You held back in a lot of fights where a fireball could have done some work, and it paid off.
all right.
Shit.
Wow.
The only downside is it has burned everything. So if there were any of this, the scriptures or stuff we need to get might just be gone now. But
That's
there's your
true.
encounter.
Let's see if we can let's see what's left in the wake of your flame.
Maybe she was smart enough to have scroll cases.
Scroll cases.
So searching around. There's no sign of the kobolds or whatever individual was with Jarella. Who knows? You do see little broken bits of glass of what may have been some potions of healing in a liquidy mess of melted gold. Which, Rain, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, am I gonna turn into a vacuum cleaner? That one is a 22.
My 22. You dip a finger in and it's hot, and you touch it to your tongue, and but you're able to resist putting more in. You feel it for
Good.
a second. You definitely it's like a 2-finger scoop, like getting it out of peanut butter. Yeah.
Have a compulsion now.
Like
you're
fucking
just like-
Winnie
and
the Pooh, but
yeah,
with gold.
It hurts because of the heat, and the heat is really what's able to stop you from putting more in. You're like,
Yeah.
you grit your fist real hard. You're like, if I eat that, my tongue is gonna be burned. I'm definitely gonna burn the inside of my body right now. But
Yep,
you're able
you
to resist.
I'm glad.
But
Does
you do
it
find,
does it solidify?
it's still not enough time has gone by for it to solidify. It's going to take a
Okay.
little bit. The amount of heat that's released in a fireball is quite a lot. On
True.
Jarella's person, seeing now, the tales are true. She does have multicolored scales, but upon inspection, who has, this would be Alder, roll me an Arcana check, and whoever has Nature may roll me a check.
Sweet.
Rain, roll me Medicine.
Yeah. I'm glad that you make
Unnat
medicine
20
relevant.
Not hot on the Arcana. With bonuses, that's just a 9 on my end.
9.
Yeah.
You don't care about how this happened. You're more concerned with what's on her person, which ends up being about 115 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And she does have a single spell scroll container. And inside, you find a scroll of gaseous form.
Oh,
Ooh,
That's
that
a
is
good one.
handy dandy spell.
that's a fucking family type of spell.
However, for a second, you're like, she's got a spell book. And then you're like, wait, there's no spell
It's
book
gone.
here. And then you start thinking about it. She's
fucking-
not a wizard.
She's a fucking sorceress.
She's pure blood. Ooh, okay.
See,
Draconic sorcerer, that would make sense.
wow. Siren and Rain, what'd you guys roll?
A regular 20 for nature.
And I got a 17 on medicine.
On medicine,
Or wild magic.
you're looking through, and you're kind of you can see that the red scales on here have clearly resisted the fire damage, but looking at the other scales, you can see that the other multicolored ones did not share that same resistance, and they feel. You've dealt with dragon scales, and you kind of look at Gelt's shield, and you look back at it, and you're like, these aren't dragon scales. And then Siren, you start really looking at Jarella's body, and while she is more hardy, this is not a dragonborn.
What?
Looking
Yeah.
through her, the way she's built and the scales, she is something else. She's closer to a lizard folk than an actual dragonborn.
She says that exact thing to Rain because she's still a direwolf.
Huh. Huh.
She shows signs of heavy mutations.
That's
Makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she's and yeah, Rain will say to the rest of the party after he hears it from Siren, she's not a dragonborn. She's more akin to a shifted and mutated kind of lizard folk. Huh. Well, at the end of the day, evil's laid to rest, and that's a win in my book.
Siren's tail is wagging and she nudges Alder with her giant snout.
Alder.
You receive the
Alder laughs
most
and pets.
horrific static shock you have ever received. You guys can actually see the white light of it jumping as.
Woo! Yeah, I guess that probably removed a lot of freaking moisture in the air. Cool. Well, that's probably all we're gonna be able to find because everything else definitely burned up. So let's push through to the end. See if we can find a way to turn off this fucking chaos flow.
You guys continue up the stairs, and as you make your way, you find yourselves in a 10 by 25 room. If I'm reading this correctly. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure we're in the right place.
Yeah, it's that kind of adventure.
Okay. Here's where we be. There be Durgans. As you guys make your way up to this room, under a thick layer of dust, a mixture of items are haphazardly stored on the shelves that line the far corners of this room. Clattering and rustling emanates from the shelves as a large tankard, an iron pot, and what appears to be a merchant's scale float in the air, bobbing and weaving through the air towards you. A heartbeat after you process this, the room is bathed in a menacing red light as suits of armor stand up, their visors aglow, as each draws a pitted, rusted sword from a nearby pile of refuse. Roll me initiative, party.
Ah!
Ooh.
So many encounters.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dom,
babe.
Yes.
has it been less than an hour since I cast Hex,
Since you cast a hex, less than an
which was
hour.
on the Galabdur?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're feeling you're feeling it getting close to running out. And
Got
I
it.
actually didn't think we were gonna get this far, so I need to do some initiative rolling.
No, this is awesome that we're.
Yeah,
We did kind of instantly end 2 rooms.
That is very true.
That is a-okay. Okay. So, those was those. Everybody give me just a second.
Take your time, DM.
You guys are doing so well that I wasn't prepared to get here. I didn't think I'd make it this far. So, and there are There are so many different types of enemies in this fucking module, guys. I cannot begin to explain to you.
I mean, so
It's-
far it's been pretty diverse.
Yeah,
No,
For
from
sure. Yeah, no room has totally been the same, which has been fun.
Oh, it's been
absolutely,
So
yeah.
What
I
a
know you guys
fucking-
are enjoying this. I can remember
it's
a
so
younger
great.
party who would probably be ripping their hair out right now.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we saved our spells for the right moments. I think so far,
Mhm.
anyway.
Yep.
okay, so
I will not be dropping anything like that, though.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly,
That's okay.
cantrip. Once you hit 5th level, cantrip casting is like almost as good as 1st level spells. So
yeah, it's arguably
Taking-
more consistent than Chromatic Orb is for me sometimes. So
scale.
Also, you 100%ed 2 whole rooms.
yeah, like literally.
I rolled a lot of 5 and 6s on those d6s, man.
Sure did. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
just set those dice aside. Those are Alder's Fireball D6s.
Literally, though.
Incredible.
4. And then so that's where I've got those. And then you two boys over here.
Boy.
It's your boy. Okay. So,
All right.
yeah, and a 4.
So the-
and
so
now
the
I just made
plan-
you guys.
So the plan is hit stuff like we always do.
Just like always.
Roll for Surik. Okay. So
Excuse
that's
me.
not bad.
Hit stuff that isn't us.
Right.
There we go.
It's a 21 for Gelt.
Because I feel like I need to reiterate that now. I'm just kidding. I'm so just kidding.
I can't believe we took out Drella. I'm sorry, I can't believe Alder took out Drella.
Yeah.
I still kind of don't believe I did. I'm just.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I should have figured that she wouldn't be the hardiest because she is a sorceress.
I was thinking it probably wouldn't be insane considering how hard the entire dungeon has been.
she probably could have been able to drop some mad spells on us.
And like
Yeah,
important to
for sure.
remember, we were not standing in the water when that shockwave happened, which
Oh yeah, was a godsend.
yeah, would have been
Alder, that's
nasty, I'm
19.
sure.
Alright. Your guys' initiative is fucking me up. So, Gelt at 21. Then Alder at 19. And then Surik at 16. And then Rain at 15. And then Siren at 8. Okay. Cool. Gelt, kick us off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to distance and attack it.
There are so many different things to attack. You're going to need to be more specific.
Ah, you're right. So what's the closest thing?
From the way the room is set up, let me look at the map. Yeah, you guys coming from, so you guys would be coming from the back. The 2 sets of armor are farthest away, and then in kind of like a triangle shape. So the pot, the tankard, and the scale are all floating equal distance. So you would have kind of your pick. They're about from where you guys are at.
Okay.
About 20 feet into the room. And then... And I misspoke about the room being 10 feet by 15. That's a different place. This room is closer to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 by... 30 by 40. So slightly longer than it is
Yeah.
wide. So the 2 sets of armor are up against the far back wall, a full 40 feet away from you all.
So I'll go ahead and make an attack on the scale.
Go ahead.
First one's gonna be. Doesn't 11 do?
An 11 do not do.
That makes
You
sense.
go through and the scale turns sideways. It's weird. You never thought you'd be fighting a scale.
Kalimdor!
All right. And the second one's gonna go ahead and.
It's funny because tier symbol
No.
is also a scale.
Yeah, it is actually.
Kellenbor's is the
17
scale with
do.
the ghost hand or the skeleton hand, and then Tears is with the hammer.
Gotcha.
And
How
then
does that 17?
a 17 just do.
Okay.
Oof.
2. It's gonna be 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're able to hit it and create a solid bit of damage on it. Alright. Then it
My
is
turn. Yep.
it's Alder.
Alrighty. So Alder will move himself if need be, and he'll throw a firebolt at the same one that Gelt was going after.
Do it. Do it.
Doing it. And that's a not nat 20.
A not nat 20 will do.
Okay. And that'll be for... Man, 18 fire damage. I'm rolling really well on damage tonight. Jesus.
Yeah, you hit the scale and it melts into just kind of a it melts and goes into kind of like a ball shape and then quickly cools and then hits the ground with a significant tink.
Well, there you go.
All right.
All right. So that's Alder's turn. Next is the pot. So the pot will run forward and make an attack against you, Gelt. It's gonna slam into you. That's going to be a 18.
Yes, sir.
So, dink. Then one of the armors in the back is going to make its way 30 feet in. So it's about from where you guys are at. If it's the room's by about 40, so yeah, it's about 10 feet away. It's making its way. Then it is Surik, who's gonna try to pin a pot. A pinopotamus? No. That's double no's. And one of them is a crit fail. Gelt, you're
Got
gonna take
those,
8
sir.
points of piercing damage.
That's the
Jesus
surgery.
Christ, fucking Surik. Fuck off.
It does hit the pot, but these arrows, the problem is that they don't shatter upon impact or break. They're too strong, so they just rebound, and you look down and you're like, wait, what? And there's an arrow right in your shoulder, like.
Oh,
Classic.
joy.
So
Classic.
Classic
That's just
Zurich.
classic.
That's just classic Zurich. Alright, that's Zurich's turn. Luckily, it didn't get you with the trace around. Then it is Rain.
Rain.
Rain on
Uh,
me.
I am going to use my bonus action to place my hex onto the tankard. And I'm going to run up and hit it with the liar.
Can do.
Oh, and I'm going to use I'm going to use my action to cast Booming Blade and hit it with the liar.
You got it.
And that's going to be an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit.
Nice. So that is going to be 9 piercing, 4 thunder, and 6 necrotic.
Yeah, you bring the liar down, and you carry through. The tanker doesn't like bounce off. It follows all the way through, and you feel it crumple underneath the liar as you slam it into the floor. So, bye, tankard.
Goodbye, tankard. That's me,
You're almost a little sad. You're like, imagine the things you could do with a flying tankard.
right? But, if things are going to
You
try
could
and hit me and my
play
friend.
and drink at the same time.
Stop making me sad, Dom.
You're the one that killed the tankard. Alright. It would be the tankard's turn, but instead, it's Siren's turn.
So which enemies are within 5 feet of allies?
The pat.
Hot.
The pat? I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna try to bite the pat.
Go ahead and try to bite the pat.
Okay. That's a nat 20 on the first roll.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
That's-
about, girl.
Yeah.
That's 15 plus another 4 for 19 piercing.
For 19 piercing. Yeah, you go up to the pot and it just crumples inside. However, while you do enough damage to turn it into a crinkled ball of mess, it's the equivalent of chewing on tinfoil. It's not. It is a very unpleasant experience for
Yeah.
Siren.
Did not like. Well, that's my turn.
So
Actually, she'll use a bit of movement to like kind of be the focus of attention for the armored boys.
perfect. Because the other armor, the first armor, is going to use its held action and take a swing at you.
Fair.
So, with this rusted long sword, that's gonna be a 15.
That do it.
All right. It's gonna do. Okay.
Sword.
It's gonna do 11 points of slashing damage
Ouchie.
as it uses
Okay.
both hands and brings it down. The other one is going to make its way through the room and do the same thing. Imagine that.
Who
But it's
would
gonna
have
make
thought?
2 longsword attacks.
Ooh, okay.
Nope. It's gonna make 1 longsword attack as I roll a critical fail.
Oh wow.
And it drives the sword into the ground, and then it's gonna use its other attack to pick it back up. So
Nice.
back to the tippy top with Gelt.
Right, I'm gonna try to finish off the scale.
Nope, scale's already been destroyed.
It got lit by fire.
No way. So the scale and pots is down.
So is the tankard. So we've got the armors now.
Yep.
Alright, so I want to move to the closest armor then. And then position myself 10 feet away. And can I make 2 attacks on it?
You can.
First one gonna be a 21.
21. That will do.
Second one
It would,
gonna
but it's gonna use its reaction to parry.
Oh, did it again. Oh, fuck.
well, fine. The second one's gonna be a 24.
That one will hit.
Keep
Oh my
getting
God, he died.
owned by.
Oh, that's max damage for 14.
14. And your weapon is silvered, is it not?
It is, yes.
Good.
Bada boom.
Alright.
Oh, I don't like that tone.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Alder, your move.
Let us try. I will take a shot at the armored. That Gelt went after 2. And that is a 9. So that no do.
A 9. Yep, it will not. Roll me a d6.
Oh. That's a 4.
A 4. What did I have written down? Yep, you're good.
Okay. Whew. And no other movement or anything for me. So
Alright. So, Gelt, the armor that you attacked is now going to move up to you and put 2 attacks on you. Siren, you
Alright.
would get an opportunity of attack.
oh, beautiful. With advantage? Or.
With
Pack tactics.
advantage, it moving out of its space is not close enough to Gelt for you to get pack
Okay.
tactics.
Okay, that's fair. Does a 16 do?
A 16 do not do. You get a full onto it, but this is not just like cast iron, like you just chewed on. This is some plate.
Ah, my teethers. Okay.
Yeah, you still just got regular teeth right now, so for now.
Forward now.
So it's
Well,
gonna come up to you, Gelt, and
Right.
we'll make 2 attacks.
Sure.
Well, it's a crit in one direction and a crit in the other direction.
Oh boy.
So
You do what you will.
it's gonna sink its sword into your shoulder, but it's going to get stuck in you.
All right.
Flex and
So
hold on,
you're
my
gonna take
battle
23
buddy.
points of slashing damage.
All right. And I don't think I have my channel divinity available at the moment either.
No, you do
No.
not.
Eh,
You
Okay.
pull that trick on me only so many times for a rest.
Do it as much as I can.
Yeah, you've
I
gotten
love that
that
you-
3 times already today, so
Yes.
no more for you.
I love that you know to hold on to your class features for crits now, though, Jacob. It makes me proud.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
so it is currently disarmed, and that's going to be its turn. Dropping it down 1, that's going to be Surik. All right, Surik. Let's see
Aim
if you
true.
got it. Let's
It's
see if you
so
got it.
true.
She aims true, but these things, yeah, they're both going to hit, but not do any damage.
Ting ting.
Clink,
Tink
clink.
tink. So, moving on down. Rain.
These things are hearty. He is going to go up to the other one that Gelt is not engaging, and is gonna give it a bonus action for it to get hexed up, and then it's gonna get a booming blade.
Hexed up, you got it.
And I am wrecking.
Wreck!
All right, yeah, that's a 19 plus 7 for 28 or 26. That is going to be 9 piercing, 5 thunder, and 4 necrotic.
You go for, you put Timora's hex, and while it's on there, it doesn't take. You feel none of that damage go through.
Damn it.
So, cool. It's fun being on the other side of this.
So did just hex not work? Did the other damage work?
Yes, the other, you feel the thunder is the most effective out of all of that. The hex
Fun.
didn't go through at all. The liar, there's nothing on the inside of this. So while it has holes in it, it's just not giving you the purchase you want. But the thunder feels just right. So you feel an immune, a resistance, and a damage all go through.
Got it. With that, he is going to use his free action to stow the liar and just have his fist up for fisticuffs.
These are my fists. A fine specimen. All right.
And that's me.
Saran rap.
Gonna try to bite.
That's not a rep. I need 16 bars.
Oh god. No. I'm gonna bite the hexed one. No.
Okie dokie.
17?
A 17 do not do.
Fucking
got it.
cheese.
Yeah, they've got straight up plate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okie dokie. It is the... Yeah, so... One's already lost that, so the other one's going to attack you, Saran. Alright, that's a, say, 23.
That will definitely hit.
For 8 damage, 8 slash.
Okie dokie.
And then the next one is a 17.
And also hits.
And that's going to be 7 damage, 7 slashing.
She
Makes-
is
makes-
knocked back to caster.
Alright. Back to the top. Galterino. You got a sword in you, bruh.
All right. So it's going to sound pretty wild. So Gelt's going to go ahead and use his action to grab that sword and to disengage with it.
Where you going, buddy?
Away.
Which direction, buddy?
Got
towards
your
my
sword,
battle
nerd.
buddy. That's right.
Well, your batter buddy's only really like 10 feet around this creature, so you're not going far. But yeah,
That's
you
right.
can.
But I'm going to him.
All
It'll
right.
be like, I'll let him know what's going on with my free action. Rain, check this out.
Yep. You're gonna have to store either your shield or your whip.
I'll
If you
store my
wanna go.
shield for it.
You stores your shield. You pull it out so you've got long sword in one hand, whip in the other hand,
God.
and you walk up to Raiders like,
This
check this
fucking
out.
guy.
It doesn't get an opportunity of attack on you. Correct.
Because I disengaged. That's what I spent my turn doing.
So yeah, Alder, it's your move. You watch all this happen.
Well, Well, now that Gelt has moved, I've got a clearer shot, so I will I will now take a shot at that armor.
Roll me a d6.
Okay. Oh boy, that's another one.
Another one. Roll me 2 d-hundies.
Why?
Let's see what we get.
Not
31.
This game. This motherfucking game.
No.
31 and that's an 80.
And an 80.
Yes. Didn't I
You
roll
look-
31 last time too? I can't
No,
remember.
No,
you did.
you haven't.
No, 30-something.
Where Alder was standing, there is now a swarm of beautiful butterflies. Alder, you find yourself in. It's like you're. Okay, hold on. I gotta real quick. How do I describe this?
Oh my god. This is amazing. As mysteriously as he arrived.
As mysteriously as we arrive, he pops out, and you are now floating through a endless expanse of silver and multicolored clouds. Your thoughts ring out like screams through this, and in some places you can see bits of green fire erupt as you think on it. For Ryan's knowledge, you're currently in the astral plane.
No.
For Alder's knowledge, you have no idea
Okay.
where you are. There is nothing solid around you. You are in free floats.
That happened to Cicero.
It did happen to Cicero.
Jesus.
Dutch turn.
Yeah. I think Alder's just gonna think about it for a while.
So, swordless armor would like its sword back.
very much would
So
like it back, please.
it's going to grapple you, Gelt, to try to get it back. So, make me a strength check.
Yeah. Do that?
As the
Like right
receiver, it's acrobatics or athletics.
Yeah, you can take your pick.
Nice. And I will go with athletics.
Okie dokie.
Oh, 21?
21. Roll again.
What? But why?
'Cause you
Roll
can't
up.
roll 21.
Oh, but this one's gonna be guesses. We take head. It's gonna be a 14.
Yeah, this one's gonna be an 18. So you're currently
Yeah.
grappled by it.
That sucks. That's
And it's gonna take one of its big gauntlets and punch you once in the head.
Where's my battle buddy?
Just like, just swinging down. Just catches you.
It's not as coordinated with just the fist, so that'll miss. But
What?
you're currently grappled.
All right. It still sucks.
Sucks. To
All
suck.
right. I do. Yeah. A majority of the time.
Yeah. So Surik, boy, is really confused as she's in the middle of this like swarm of butterflies.
Kel's just gonna look at her and please no more. Sir, please no more.
Yeah, she's very very confused right now. So she's gonna take shots at the one that's not grappling Gelt right now.
That's all I need.
Yeah, one of those will go through. It's gonna take Dope. It'll take 12 points of piercing damage, and then 4 points of psychic. 15. Nice. Alright. Then, it's Rain.
Who's that boy? It's Rain. Uh, yeah. There's two of these armors very close to me now. Is the one that's grappling Gelt within 5 feet of me?
You would need to strafe around Gelt. It would put you out of position from the one you're currently up in the grill with. So it'll get an attack of opportunity, but yeah, you could easily strafe around it. It's right now kind of a sandwich of armor, Gelt, Rain, armor, and then in front of that armor, Siren, and then in the back, swarm of butterflies in Zurich.
So I'm not going to move quite yet. But I am going to use a bonus action and send a little bit of Timora's light your way, Gelt, as you heal for nice 6 points.
Roll me a
Thank you.
d6.
Fun.
Always.
It's not a spell; it's a class feature, but I
Ooh,
got a
if
4.
it's a 4 for you, either way, you're good to go.
Yeah, but it's very specifically my healing light class
Right.
feature. It is not a spell or any expenditure in that way.
A 4. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. So I do that. But now I think I'm probably gonna have to roll again. Because you didn't make me roll for. Oh no, I can't use booming blade because I put the liar light. I just punch it with my fist.
Go ahead.
So I.
Punch it with
Yep.
the fist.
And that is an 18 to hit.
18. For that one, no, that is not gonna do.
It's 19 or higher.
Bing.
Wow.
You hit, you hit, but doesn't give way. You're just like, that's, ow. That's the first time you've punched something and it made you go, ow.
Good thing my fists are magic now, so I don't just break my fists on it. Okay, that's me.
It's more of the
Like Deadpool
reverberation
on
coming
co-op.
back from
Yeah.
it. It's just, you're like, ooh. So
Get that
that's
jelly
fine.
arm.
Siren, is you.
Let's try to bite the one that Red is fighting.
Yeah.
Are you wild shaping up again because you got dropped out?
Since I didn't say I did before I rolled, I'm gonna just.
You can do it as a bonus action. You're a Druid of the Moon.
That's true.
Just check.
No, I'm fine in caster form. I'll use my dagger for this.
Okay, uses the dagger. Oh.
And the roll was a natural 20.
Alright.
Yay!
So we're gonna do. I
Nice.
assume there's nothing draconic about this armor.
This is not draconic armor, no.
Weird. That's weird.
I know.
Oh, that's really low damage. But it's still. That'll be 9 piercing and 8 acid.
The acid is the pierce is all right. The acid is better.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So that'll take.
Corrode it.
Yeah, you're now starting to see the the different holes and denting. It's starting to look less and less pristine. This thing doesn't really do what we would call spicy.
Right.
Tarnished might be a better word.
Ooh, that's good.
There you go. Yeah, I'll stay there and in caster form. So that's my turn.
Geltorino, you're currently grappled.
I do that. So can I contest
Yes, you can.
athletics?
Oh, ho.
Okay. Well, would you believe that this does not do with a whole total of 7?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna do. You're still grappled.
Yeah, I bet so. That's all I can do, pretty much.
Okie dokie. Alder. My boy Alder.
How's it
You
going,
are-
bud?
you are seeing new sights that you have never seen. Clouds that form and break. It is your turn. In this, you were once standing in a dark, stone-made, what you know as a pyramid, and now you are listlessly floating through a silver sea.
Can I possibly roll like even like an Arcana check as Alder just tries to like get a
Yep.
grip on his surroundings? Yeah,
This would very much call for an Arcana roll.
for sure.
Please come home.
That's a 15.
A 15. It takes you a second because from what you've read, there should be a silver cord attached to you. This has all the makings of the astral plane, but if you don't have a silver cord, you're physically in the astral plane. I'm in danger, you think. So yes, Alder is aware that he is in the astral plane. Untethered in the astral plane.
Oh boy. I don't have an. I don't know if I have. I definitely don't have a spell to get back. Oh boy.
It's a bit of a pickle, huh?
Do I dare try to cast magic and just see what happens, or oh no?
Oh no.
Up to you.
Alder will just do a very simple produce flame and just try to almost like meditate on it and just kind of like keep himself calm and get a grip on it.
So you produce flame, but here it comes out as purely green. And in front of you, as you're focusing on this, the green flame leaps from your hand and forms into your shape, and you see it. Alder, roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
I've been rolling a lot of those.
Cast her in a chaos space.
That is a 93.
A 93. You see. Wow, okay. You see your shape turn into a feline like form. It's your same height, but the hardiness is exchanged for agility and speed. You see feline-like ears spread from it, nose becoming flattened, fur sprouts in a bright red. And as you're looking at this other form, the butterflies all condense together, and you are returned back into the same spot you were.
Wow.
Where am I?
Alright, so that's Alder's turn.
Wow.
Oh God. Well, that was a wild ride, everybody.
Did you just see your persona?
I just Doctor Stranged myself into seeing my persona in the fire. So yeah.
So, it is now it's got yeah, so it's got you in a headlock, Gelt, and it's gonna punch you twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those is a definite no. The other one's a crit.
Yeah.
So you're going to take, as you catch this, a full metal fist straight to the mouth.
Ryan.
Your thing's going off.
You're making a sick beat right now, though.
It was it started to get a little cool there.
Yeah, you're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it just rocks you straight in the face.
It's not comfortable.
All right, that's its turn. It's holding you down. Surik, Sir, it's gonna fire at the.
No, leave me alone, sir.
Both of these are actually gonna hit. Not the one that's on you, Jacob.
Wow.
Yeah. And with the tracer
Okay.
round.
Hmm.
D8s, come to my aid.
Get them dates.
Okay. Well. Great. 17 plus 3 seconds. So that would be, since this is technically a player character, rounding down. Okay. Yeah, you see two stick and actually fall into. You can hear them rattling around inside, and then one purple. Psh, it actually fires straight through the armor. It has many holes in it now, and the sound of arrows rattling around inside of it. Okie dokie. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now
Should
it
be.
is rain.
Yeah. All right. I am hoping to finish off this one. If it's all holy and shit. I'm gonna recklessly give it a punch.
Recklessly give it a punch. Give it that reckless punch.
That is why you reckless attack for a nat 20.
All right.
Wow.
Ah,
Good shit.
And also for max damage, which is
Oh
still
my
only
God.
16, but it's 16 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Amazing. That's 16 with a fist.
yeah, you launch into it and you tear open, and you can see now the arrows rattling inside of it as it, like a car wreck, rips open to one side, but stays on its feet.
Piece of ass. That's fine.
Ass.
Do I have anything that I can really use my bonus action for right now? Oh, I know what I can use it for. Hey, Gelt, I know you can get out of that headlock as you get Bardic Inspiration.
Yes.
Nice, nice. All right. Surin.
Let's try to do another stab.
Go for it.
Here we go. That's a 19?
A 19? That's not gonna do it.
Shit. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Oh, well, it's either fireworks or somebody just died.
Hmm?
Nope, that's fireworks. Weird.
Mm.
Okay, back to the tippy top. Gelt.
All right, I'm gonna try to get out of it again. That's going to be an 18 without the inspiration.
18. All right. Yep, you break free.
Nice.
And I really can't do much because I spent my action on that, so I just sit there.
You're no longer grappled.
That's right.
All right. Alder, welcome back, buddy.
Hey, thanks. I'm in a precarious spot. Alder doesn't know how he feels about about the magic right now.
Valid, dude.
He just went to the fucking astral plane and didn't know if he'd come back.
Glorious.
I
Believe in
Alder, thank you.
you.
I appreciate that. I'm rolling on something personally, real quick.
Go for it.
Okay, okay. Alder's gonna try. He jumps right back to where he is. He looks at the one on Gelt again, and we'll try another firebolt.
Roll me a
That's what the
D6.
dice tell me.
You are such a mad lad. I love you.
That's a 3.
Roll me a D100.
Of course. I think I've caught on to how this works. It's an 81.
An 81, you say. An 81,
Yes.
he says. you take an additional action immediately. Roll again for firebolts. And actually, roll for both firebolts.
Okay. To 4 on the first one and then a nat 20 on the second.
Oh my god.
Roll damage.
Well, I don't understand how the dice are working right now.
I don't understand.
That's gonna be 35 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the first one doesn't go, and it's like you huck it again, and this time it comes out pure green as it shoots across, and just absolutely, you can see part of the armor starting to kind of melt on the one that was just touching Gelt. Gelt, you see, and this armor has become superheated.
Can't believe it.
Yeah, that's all Alder's got. But
All right.
Jesus,
Well, still, it's a
casting in
lot.
the middle of this is so fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna
Every
grab some
roll's an
water real
adventure.
quick.
Yeah.
All right, it is now. Well, sweet mammity jamity. It's one attack for Siren, one attack for Rain.
You got it.
That is double crit fails I'm looking at.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So it goes to make the attack against you both, and because of how structurally damaged it is, it finally gives way, and it literally, like a can of tuna in a can opener, rips itself all the way into like a curly Q in the midsection and falls over top half over bottom half, and air quotes kills itself
Well,
with its 1 point of damage HP left. Double crit
Wow.
is enough.
it had one.
It had 1.
I'm so upset.
That's
But I
so
love
funny.
that it murdered itself
Yeah,
by
it's
just
almost better. We kill
and
things all the time.
Rain looks at it and looks at Siren. I've never seen armor do that before.
she gives like a wholehearted laugh at that one.
Yeah, wow. Okay. So Cirque is able to get one shot into the one now that Gelt's no longer there, and takes a shot at it, and does a little bit of damage. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Then Rain.
Did we get Gelt at the top, or was this round his grapple break round?
This
that
is
was
his
that.
grapple
That was
break.
this round. Okay, got it. I couldn't remember. My apologies. All right. Well, I'm gonna run up and try and give it a big fist,
Fist.
and I'm gonna wreck it. That's 17 plus 7 for 24.
24 will do.
Eat my 10 damage fist.
And you feel part of the armor crumple around your fist. It takes actually a little bit of strength to pull your fist out.
Poomp.
All right. Then Siren.
Do a stab on it.
You make your way over. It doesn't matter where you go. This thing is flanked by Gulta Rain on either side, so roll with advantage.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Thank you. That's a good thing it was advantage, and I rolled the same thing, which is a 3 for fucking 8.
You pierce this thing through a hole that already exists.
You're right.
You like the perfect pigeonhole. Like it only stops because it hits the hilt, and you're just like, yeah. And you're like, wait.
I got the ball in the cup. That's
Oh
my
my God.
turn now.
Okay. So, because it can't see you, so it's gonna one against Rain with advantage, with a fist, Because it still doesn't have any of its weapons back.
Yay! I'm so glad you still have that long sword in hand, buddy.
That's
Yeah.
incredible, Gelt.
So yeah, that's gonna be a 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So you'll take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you catch a fist straight to the mouth. And then
Well-
Gelt. Yeah, with I have a sinking suspicion Jacob would just, since if he's not back, would use
I'm
his
here. No, I'm
Okay.
here.
Well, that's gonna be a 20
No, yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction.
to parry. As you do. Alright, Gelt, it's your move.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make an attack on this guy.
Get to whipping.
2 of them, actually, at that. First one's gonna be a...
Wait. Your shield's gone. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're right.
that'll go
Oh, you're
through.
right.
You take
Yes,
5
it will.
points of bludgeoning damage as it punches you straight in the mouth.
Yes, I do. Okay,
Gotcha.
you're right. Thank you, Dom.
Yep. Because that's the reason it doesn't have its weapon.
Mhm.
Ha!
You know what? Valid though, because it's way better that it's only doing 5 damage punches right now.
Yeah. So now I'll make 2 attacks on it, right?
Mm-hmm. Alright,
Okay.
make
Whip.
two attacks against it with your whip.
No, wait. No. No, wait, never mind. I stopped talking.
Okay,
'Cause
there you go.
You can boost your AC to 20 because your armor's
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe
but I don't have
18.
my shield. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. There we
Yeah.
go.
So it's going to be a 25.
Yeah, 25 will do.
Okay, second one's going to be 19.
18.
Do. Okay, cool.
No, wait, 19 will not do.
19.
19 will not do. So one attack
So
goes
I'll
through.
deal, 1 attack.
Fuck it up, battle buddy.
So not really. For fucking 9 points damage.
9 points, gotcha.
And that ends my turn.
Alright.
Actually, after I use my free action, pull out my shield.
Alright, you gotta drop something.
Dropping the longsword.
Yeah.
Yep, drops a longsword. Gotcha. Alder.
All right. I rolled, and we're feeling bold enough to try another firebolt here.
Roll me a
I'll roll the
D6.
D6. Another one!
Roll
Oh,
me 2
God.
D100s.
Oh my god, Alder. You are having such a
62.
day right now.
Okay.
And 14.
14. Alright. Hold on 1 second. You go to say the words for firebolts, and you end up shouting them. Firebolts! Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Something I'm better at.
I was about to say, good thing wizards
Yeah.
are decent at it.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Yeah, you yell for firebolts, and there's almost like a green shimmering crackle as it goes up towards you and enters into your mind. You're like, wait, what was I doing? I was firebolting! So no firebolt goes up, but you save against confusing yourself.
Sweet.
This
Alright.
is so fun.
That's
Surik
it.
looks at you. Why are you shouting?
I couldn't explain.
I couldn't explain!
Oh, he just shouts all the time now.
Yeah. And Surik, okay. And we'll fire 2 shots, and it pink pink, and you see the head of this thing topple backwards, and actually knocks Rain right in the Minotaur skull as it falls to the ground. We're out of initiative.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
You
Alder, are
did a
you
great
okay?
job! Yeah, I'm fine!
Is it?
How are you guys?
Hurt? You okay, bud?
Doing okay? Is there a reason why you're shouting, friend?
Am I shouting?
Ray's actually laughing. Yeah. Is it the chaos magic buddy?
I left this plane of existence for a while, guys. It's been a lot.
Wait, what?
But
I just thought you were in some butterflies.
when I did that, I went to the astral plane. Long story. I came back. Don't worry.
All right then.
I feel like we're gonna want to hear that whole story once we're back home.
Yeah.
And Alder,
Um,
as you say this, your mage armor drops.
Oh.
Wow.
That means
I
you've been
think we've been here for a while, guys.
I think
Yeah.
we've been in here for a while, guys.
Okay. Well, hopefully this is the last step before the freaking end. Let's make a push. We can't fully rest while we're inside of this place. So if everybody's still feeling froggy, let's push forward. Does anybody need a potion? I got one more potion.
As
I'm
you guys
at
are
11
looking
health.
around this room and seeing all bits and bobs of different things, you look towards, and for the first time, there's not a hallway, but a door.
Mm,
And
that
the
feels.
door is barred on your side.
Wait, what?
So
Does mean we
there's a
can
bar in
rest.
front of the door, but it's on your side. You can take it off. But whatever's in front is not coming in towards you guys. The door's barred.
Okay.
Let's take a rest.
Yeah, let's take one quick short rest then. We can't take like a long rest, I don't think. But
No.
You actually, and we'll do a bit of good metagame on this. So, you have luckily been teleported to one of the few clear areas in this oddly shaped room. Under a thick layer of dust, a mixture of items are haphazardly stored on shelves that line the far corners of this room. So,
let's
this
look
is
at the
only
shelves.
place you guys would be able to take a long rest.
Oh, the only place we'd be able to
Oh,
take a long
wow.
rest.
Oh, let's do it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh, fuck
Oh
yeah.
my
Cool.
god.
Cool.
And we'll come back back to it. Congratulations, guys. This is technically the first part of the next area of this pyramid. You
Oh
guys
my
finished
God.
in more or less order. You finished the whole first part of this is 8 parts. Shifting walls, hands up, jelly with a side of undead, worming our way in, cultists abounds, but a little bit of a change there, the fight with Jarella, catching tadpoles, a rock by any other name, chimera magic, and now here we are on, which you guys, which I can tell you now, the second level of the Dark Pyramid of Sorcerer's Isle.
We're only now
Well,
on the
shit.
second level?
Gee.
Oh,
Fun
boy.
shit.
So, we need
Christ.
to, since we've got time and you guys are taking a long rest, you guys need some experience points.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff.
So, I'm going to need my big boy calculator for this one.
I'm so stunned by this news right now.
Yes, I can.
I wasn't expecting to get a long rest, nor for it to have that much more after.
Seriously.
It would be awesome.
Oh yeah. If you guys don't
Holy
take this long rest,
shit.
you will die.
Oh yeah,
A
obviously.
100%.
They wouldn't give you a chance this far in, like,
Yeah.
unless there is a lot more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is that would be
no.
TPK territory.
Oh,
So,
no.
let's see. See, I already did those ones. So, that is 100
Oh, that means I can.
plus. Oh, that's. Go back one. 100 plus 1800 plus 200 plus 1100 plus 900 plus 900 plus 900 plus 800 plus 1,800.
Wow.
Plus, I gotta switch over to how much do you get for? I think it's. Throwing my math off here, having to jump. What is it? Plus another 500. Plus. Where did I have? Here we are. Back to it. Oh yeah. Plus 50. Plus 50. Plus 600. Plus 100. Plus 2,300.
Jeez.
Plus 2,300.
This feels like when you sell a bunch of shit in a video game and it slowly gives you the feed of all the shit you sold.
Plus
And you're like, oh my god.
200. Plus 2,200.
We did a lot of stuff today.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah, last time.
where'd they go? I know you're in here. So one last bit. Where are my tadpoles?
Where are they? I feel like Alder just gets all those rooms. No, I'm just kidding. That
No, we get the experience for keeping the wizard alive.
right. Yeah, right.
Right.
You're so right.
Right. What's their CR? It's an 8th, 1/8. Okay, I know what those compared to. Let's look at. Yeah. Okay, same as kobolds. So that times 15 is. So yeah, let's make that an even. Okay, so the grand total for defeating one scout, one veteran, one gladiator, four winged kobolds, one spy, one ghost, two poltergeists, 7 crawling claws, 2 minotaur skeletons, 2 ochra jellies, 4 ghouls, 1 young purple worm, 12 kobolds, 1 thug, Jarella, the 15 slad tadpoles, a Galebdur, a chimera, the equivalent of 3 flying swords, 2 helmed horrors,
That's what I thought.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
and a
You
partridge in a
bitch.
pear tree.
You beat me
equals
to it.
not including the 150 you got for the trap, or anything along the way, is 17,200.
Divided by 4?
Divided by 4. Everyone claim 4,300 experience points.
Jeez.
1,300.
Did we really fight that much too? Damn.
Yeah, that was your first day in the pyramid. Get you that.
This was probably our most like successful adventuring day as far as combat goes, like ever.
Single, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I meant 10,965 with that. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, what's that? 4,000. How much?
300.
Next level, as soon as it loads, load.
It's like 15 or 16. I think.
It's 1,400.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really close.
It is.
Yeah, considering you guys nearly doubled all of your XP.
Legit.
Holy shit.
Would you believe?
That's
Would
crazy.
You believe?
Could we genuinely walk out of this pyramid at level 6? That's wild.
There is
That
most
seems
definitely
possible at this point.
the ability to
Since we're taking a long rest now, there's got to be.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
guys, yep, because you got experience from the blade trap and experience from the lightning trap, and there
Fucking-
is still experience from gaining, from finishing this bad boy, and you're on level 2. I hope none of you guys think the fighting is over.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Oh no.
So,
I want more.
yes,
I'm so floored.
looking at it all. Oh, also, I forgot to add this one. Everybody add an extra 500 experience points
Ah, okay.
for defeating Jirella and freeing the bard's soul from the book.
Oh, yay!
Oh,
For
nice.
you guys have completed the saga of Jirella.
Is that another
Oh,
500 individually?
Indeed,
Or
it is.
very nice.
Wow. Oh, we're definitely walking out of here at level 6.
Oh, fuck yeah.
God.
What are you at
Wow.
now, Tyrion?
I'm at 13,102.
Yeah, I'm right around the same. Which you should be right around there too, Gelt. You must have missed some
Yeah,
of the experience along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
And
this is insane.
I'm not super far behind either. I'm just below 11,500 right now.
Jeez, you'll probably walk out of here with it too. Holy shit!
I'll at least be pretty darn close, I'm
Wow.
guessing. So
I'm
I thought it was
so
gonna be-
stoked.
I thought it was going to be a while until I had to think about what my level 6
Right?
was. Wow.
It took
Wow,
us
this
so
makes
long
me
to
so
get
cool.
level 5. And level 6
Oh.
just kind of
level
jumped up at us.
6.
I love
Level
this
6
adventure,
for
Dom.
Yeah, this one is
That
awesome.
session, this is probably my favorite session.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, Alder. Once again, you're probably going to be teetering on that edge. It depends on.
Mhm.
It depends on how you guys go about this next area. But yes, everyone has. There's a very real chance that everybody could walk out of this one at level 6.
Mm.
Wow.
So good.
Incredible.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Right? Getting level 6 div would be so nice too.
Ooh.
Expert divination is so good.
Are you gonna pick up? Mind Spike to be able to take advantage of it?
That is a one that I might pick up. I do actually have another 3rd level div spell on me that I haven't used yet.
Oh,
that
cool.
I probably should use soonish. I guess we haven't necessarily needed it, but it would be handy here and there. But trust me, I specifically am keeping an eye on those things just because expert divination is so useful.
Oh hell yeah!
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah.
go for it.
I was just going to say, for any who don't know, literally if you cast a divination spell at 2nd level or higher, you get a spell slot of that level or lower back. I believe it's that level. It might be lower, but
yeah, I think it's a level lower than it, but still.
but still, you could do some pretty sick battery stuff with that, which is great.
Dope.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's first say good night, stream. I wanted you.
Good
guys
night,
to
stream.
experience.
Bye,
This
stream.
is one of our longer
Take care.
ones, so hope you
Mhm.
enjoyed. Good night, stream.